Solar generator HomePower 3000. And even the dog can turn it on. It could also maintain home network usage. The refrigerator keeps everything fresh. Power your essentials. Easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. Hurricane to make landfall, causing widespread outages. Tom's refrigerator is protected by Jackery's UPS. All the food is kept fresh. He has been stockpiling plenty of supplies. Tom's child has lit up a room with Jackery. No noise, no fumes, no stress. Power your essentials, easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. A record-breaking heat wave hits the US with no power at home. Tom's life has continued on as normal.
Hi.
Thanks to the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. And even the dog can turn it on. It could also maintain home network usage. The refrigerator keeps everything fresh. Power your essentials. Easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. Hurricane to make landfall, causing widespread outages. Tom's refrigerator is protected by Jackery's UPS. All the food is kept fresh. He has been stockpiling plenty of supplies. Tom's child has lit up a room with Jackery. No noise, no fumes, no stress. Power your essentials, easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. A record-breaking heat wave hits the US with no power at home. Tom's life has continued on as normal.
Hi.
Thanks to the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. And even the dog can turn it on. It could also maintain home network usage. The refrigerator keeps everything fresh. Power your essentials. Easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. Hurricane to make landfall, causing widespread outages. Tom's refrigerator is protected by Jackery's UPS. All the food is kept fresh. He has been stockpiling plenty of supplies. Tom's child has lit up a room with Jackery. No noise, no fumes, no stress. Power your essentials, easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. A record-breaking heat wave hits the US with no power at home. Tom's life has continued on as normal.
Hi.
Thanks to the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. And even the dog can turn it on. It could also maintain home network usage. The refrigerator keeps everything fresh. Power your essentials. Easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. Hurricane to make landfall, causing widespread outages. Tom's refrigerator is protected by Jackery's UPS. All the food is kept fresh. He has been stockpiling plenty of supplies. Tom's child has lit up a room with Jackery. No noise, no fumes, no stress. Power your essentials, easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. A record-breaking heat wave hits the US with no power at home. Tom's life has continued on as normal.
Hi.
Thanks to the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. And even the dog can turn it on. It could also maintain home network usage. The refrigerator keeps everything fresh. Power your essentials. Easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. Hurricane to make landfall, causing widespread outages. Tom's refrigerator is protected by Jackery's UPS. All the food is kept fresh. He has been stockpiling plenty of supplies. Tom's child has lit up a room with Jackery. No noise, no fumes, no stress. Power your essentials, easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. A record-breaking heat wave hits the US with no power at home. Tom's life has continued on as normal.
Hi.
Thanks to the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. And even the dog can turn it on. It could also maintain home network usage. The refrigerator keeps everything fresh. Power your essentials. Easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. Hurricane to make landfall, causing widespread outages. Tom's refrigerator is protected by Jackery's UPS. All the food is kept fresh. He has been stockpiling plenty of supplies. Tom's child has lit up a room with Jackery. No noise, no fumes, no stress. Power your essentials, easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. A record-breaking heat wave hits the US with no power at home. Tom's life has continued on as normal.
Hi.
Thanks to the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. And even the dog can turn it on. It could also maintain home network usage. The refrigerator keeps everything fresh. Power your essentials. Easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. Hurricane to make landfall, causing widespread outages. Tom's refrigerator is protected by Jackery's UPS. All the food is kept fresh. He has been stockpiling plenty of supplies. Tom's child has lit up a room with Jackery. No noise, no fumes, no stress. Power your essentials, easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. A record-breaking heat wave hits the US with no power at home. Tom's life has continued on as normal.
Hi.
Thanks to the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. And even the dog can turn it on. It could also maintain home network usage. The refrigerator keeps everything fresh. Power your essentials. Easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. Hurricane to make landfall, causing widespread outages. Tom's refrigerator is protected by Jackery's UPS. All the food is kept fresh. He has been stockpiling plenty of supplies. Tom's child has lit up a room with Jackery. No noise, no fumes, no stress. Power your essentials, easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. A record-breaking heat wave hits the US with no power at home. Tom's life has continued on as normal.
Hi.
Thanks to the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. And even the dog can turn it on. It could also maintain home network usage. The refrigerator keeps everything fresh. Power your essentials. Easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. Hurricane to make landfall, causing widespread outages. Tom's refrigerator is protected by Jackery's UPS. All the food is kept fresh. He has been stockpiling plenty of supplies. Tom's child has lit up a room with Jackery. No noise, no fumes, no stress. Power your essentials, easy backup. Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. A record-breaking heat wave hits the US with no power at home. Tom's life has continued on as normal.
Hi.
Thanks to the Jackery Solar Generator HomePower 3000. And even the dog can turn it on.
Hello everybody, welcome into the Jackery Digital Showroom. I am so excited to be with you all today. My name is Hannah Fletcher. We are live right now, streaming across multiple platforms. Just as a reminder, you guys, obviously you can watch us here on Jackery.com, but also if you are over on Facebook, if you are over on YouTube, feel free to come over to the website as well, because we will have some very fun interactive trivia giveaway experiences for you all to be able to enter. Now, as I mentioned, I'm here in the Jackery Digital Showroom. This is a live digital showroom experience. And yes, we are going to be putting this right here. This is the Jackery HomePower 3000. We'll be putting this to the ultimate task. We are going to be embarking on multiple disaster scenarios. And as I mentioned, since we are live, we are also incorporating the idea of shoppable content. So if you want to take a look down below at the bottom of your screen, you are going to see that we have our Jackery HomePower 3000 listed below, okay? So you can click on that at any point during this digital showroom experience, and that is going to take you over to the landing page. And there you can purchase your Jackery HomePower 3000 for just $1,999, and that'll be for the first 50 users that do choose to purchase. And you will also get a free E100 Plus as well and solar panels. We will get into all of those details here shortly. What I would absolutely love is for you all to chat and let us know where you are tuning in from. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take a look at the chat here for just a moment. Again, my name is Hannah, and we are here streaming to you live from sunny Los Angeles, California. Where are you guys tuning in from? Feel free to drop it down below in the chat, you guys. I am so excited to be able to see where you guys are coming in from. Somebody said, hello, we love our Jackery. Of course you do. That's absolutely why you are here with us today. Amazing. Somebody else said hello. It looks like guest 86874. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you being here with us. Mississippi, Texas. Oh, this is so cool, you guys. Mississippi, Texas. We've got from Iowa, from LA. You guys are coming from all over the US, all over the world, all over the internet, which is absolutely incredible. Montana, I've always wanted to go. Listen. Oh my gosh, South Carolina, Ohio. Somebody said hello. Hello to you guys as well. Thank you for joining into our Jackery Digital Showroom, everyone. All right, it looks like we have a lot of South Carolina, which is absolutely incredible. Arizona, you guys are so wonderful in the chat. Thank you for being so communicative. So let me just say right now, the fact that you guys are communicating so well in the chat is absolutely amazing. Thank you for tuning into the live. Please feel free to chat throughout this entire experience because we are here to support you. I have amazing people that are going to be joining in, Jackery experts. Again, feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Thank you guys for, oh my gosh, Columbia, South Carolina, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Florida. You guys are coming from all over. Thank you so much for being here with us. This is so amazing. Oh my goodness, a lot of South Carolina, let's go. All right, you guys. So yes, you see how the chat works. It's super easy to understand, super easy to use. Feel free to communicate with us throughout the live. We really appreciate it. Oh my goodness, and a ton of Arizona. We love it so much, you guys. Again, very excited to be with you and to be live with you all as well. Utilize that chat to your heart's content. Please, guys, please. Now, keep in mind, if you know who we are, obviously we are Jackery. I'm going to give you a little bit of background information as to who we are and mainly how we got started. So we were founded out here in California back in 2012, and we were born with the vision to bring green energy to the forefront here. Now, in 2016, Jackery did launch its very first outdoor portable systems, okay? And this means that 2 years later, it eventually developed into basically bringing solar panels onto the market, which I think is absolutely incredible. Now, Jackery aims to fulfill the needs of every single nature lover, nature explorer. I myself, I love nature, I love the outdoors, hence why I'm sitting here talking with you all today about Jackery and our new product that just launched, the Jackery HomePower 3000. And we are all about encouraging our global adventurers to enjoy the outdoors and obviously doing so in a sustainable way and also while building a community. Again, going back to even our chat as well, guys, we want to encourage our community to be able to sound out in the chat down below. Now, keep in mind, with power outages rising due to extreme weather, obviously volatile energy situations, and a growing demand for sustainability, particularly in the US, we understand that reliable backup, it's no longer an option, but it's rather seen as an essential. This is a necessity, and especially in my opinion, for every single household as well. Now, keep in mind that with the Jackery HomePower series, this aims to deliver worry-free, easy-to-use, seamless, affordable smart power for essential home devices and circuits. Now, this right here, this is the Great Power Outage Survival Challenge. I hope you guys are ready. I don't think you guys know what you are quite in for. This is going to be such a fun and immersive experience. This is going to be a real-time disaster demo. This will be packed with live expert advice. Again, please ask us questions in the chat to learn more about Jackery and especially our HomePower 3000. Okay, it's going to be filled with live product walkthroughs, that shoppable content as I'm talking about down below at the bottom of your screen. You can click on that and again, be able to purchase your Jackery HomePower 3000. We have special surprises and special guest appearances as well from several amazing people, and one in particular that I'm very excited about, Guga from Guga Foods. So obviously, sit back, relax, and stay tuned for all of that to come. Now, keep in mind, we are hooking you all up with an exclusive digital showroom offer. So let's detail what this looks like for you all. So yes, we are live, and we want to hook you guys up with the best deals possible. So, as I kind of mentioned in the beginning, and I will restate now, the idea is that the first 50 people that decide to get the Jackery HomePower 3000 will be getting it at the price of $1,999. And it is typically $2,500, okay? So yes, you are getting that exclusive discount, but you are also going to not only be receiving this comes with several solar panels, and it's even coming with an E100 Plus, which is so cute, so amazing. And again, you guys, this is such an amazing deal for you all to be able to secure. So tap down below, let us know if you have questions in regards to the shopping experience. We're happy to answer those. We also have moderators in the chat. And just as a reminder, if you are tuning in from YouTube and Facebook, make sure that you guys hop on over to the stream that is going on our site right now, because we will have live trivia giveaways. Now, before we get started with our very first challenge, keep in mind that we understand that disasters happen every single year, and they do happen to those in communities. So in order to be able to set the scene, I had the pleasure of speaking with an amazing person. I spoke with the former director of FEMA himself, Craig Fugate. Now here is a look at our conversation. Everyone, please join me in welcoming someone who knows all about disaster response firsthand. Please help me welcome the former director of FEMA, Craig Fugate. Craig, thank you so much for being here with me. I would love to give you the floor to be able to introduce yourself and provide a little bit of your background with FEMA and obviously your connection with Jackery.
Well, again, my name is Craig Fugate. I was proud to serve as the administrator of FEMA in the Obama administration, but I've also worked at the state level as a state director and at the county level. I started out as a volunteer fire department. So almost my entire career, I've been responding to emergencies and disasters. And the one thing that I've seen common throughout them is the impacts that power outages have on families. We used to treat power outages as an inconvenience, and we talked about preparedness of doing all the things when the power was out, such as having can openers and things like that. But with the advent of these solar generators and the new technology, particularly, what Jackery is doing, when I was given the opportunity to work with Jackery on this, I said yes, because we're missing this key piece of preparedness in our message. And that is, emergency power is no longer limited to people that have the big generators, and it's no longer limited to people that have houses. This is a technology that we can bring into our apartments, we can bring into our condominiums. It is something that stays there charged, ready to go. And unlike other things, you don't really have to think about it. And so I was a proud user of Jackery before they even called me. I've been following them since they first came out, and I had gotten a product and I was using it. And last year during hurricane season, I actually had the power go out several times, and I was able to use it and keep things running. But when we talk about preparedness, think about all the things that people now are dependent upon electricity, from medications, medical equipment, keeping all of our devices charged, like our phones, our tablets, so we can stay informed and get information about what's going on, keeping our refrigerators going, just simple things like a fan or heating when you're dealing with extreme weather. And these are all possible. But one of the other parts of this that is really exciting is this is something that is energy efficient, it's green, it doesn't require you going and getting in line and getting gas cans. It's got safety features built in. There's a lot of risk with running generators. In fact, I've dealt with a lot of the issues with generators that run on hydrocarbons and some of the challenges there. This eliminates all of that. So I'm really happy to talk about how Jackery and the solar generators, the ability to have that emergency power all the time, is something that is needing to be in everybody's preparedness kits.
Most definitely. Well, thank you again for introducing yourself to our audience, and thank you for providing your backstory as well. It's evident that you are so passionate about your connection with Jackery, and I'm excited to be able to speak with you further and ask you some questions. So without further ado, let's definitely dive in, Craig. I'm curious to know, with your experience that you had at FEMA, what are some of the most common mistakes that households tend to make when preparing for disasters?
Well, the first problem is they don't think it's going to happen to them. And I think that and getting people to think about their risk, what can happen to them. And a very common thing that happens throughout these disasters is power outages. And so, making sure you got your basic supplies, doing all that stuff. But I think the first thing is to get over the idea that it won't happen to you, because it will, and it has to too many people that weren't prepared.
Definitely. I think that that is a very good point in and of itself. The idea that it could happen to you, everybody needs to be able to adapt that mindset in order to be able to survive and to obviously power through. How does the Jackery HomePower 3000 help to solve that issue?
Well, the great thing about this, and this is a relatively recent technology, I don't even think we've gotten it into the preparedness discussions, is power used to be a luxury that only people that could get the generators that had that all set up and could deal with that could afford to do. This brings a product that is, one, always on. I think that's the big thing. If you got one of these gas powered generators, I used to have one where you got to drag it out, get the fuel, hook it up, crank it up, run extension cords through your house, and they're noisy. They're so noisy, a lot of times people have to shut them down at night. The Jackery in the 3000 is quiet. It doesn't produce any fumes. It's eco-friendly. With solar panels, you can continue charging it during the power outage, and it sits there ready to go. There's nothing you have to do once you have it set up other than to plug in and get the power you need to keep going during that power outage.
Definitely. And speaking to the idea of the solar panels, like you were mentioning, I'm curious to ask you, what do you think of the solar charging features that accompany, obviously, the Jackery HomePower 3000? I think it's amazing technology. I've never seen anything like it. I would love to hear your thoughts on that.
Again, depending upon how much sun you can get and how many panels you have, it's quite possible to keep the system running indefinitely. I have a smaller system that I originally got, and I was doing some stuff with that, and I just have the solar panel, and I'm running, I'll give you an example. I run my Wi-Fi router through that system because it's also acts as a UPS. It's not plugged into commercial power, it just runs on solar, and unless something changes, it just runs and recharges every day, and I have yet to drain the system just running one device. Now, I'm just doing that on a very small scale. Now, imagine that when everybody else, and this is something I've seen in a lot of hurricanes, where their gas stations aren't open. They can't get gas. They can't get propane. I'm getting sunshine, and I'm not waiting in line to get my power needs.
Definitely. I would love to ask you another question here, Craig. If you found yourself at home and there was a blackout that happened today, what is it that you would be powering first in this instance?
Well, the things that I have on the solar generator are, things like the refrigerator and freezer, the coffee maker. They have USB ports on them, so I can keep the phones charged and stuff like that. I have battery-powered radios that I can recharge those batteries with a USB port, and I do that so I can get information when everything else is out, including a lot of times cell service. Here in Florida, we get a lot of hurricanes. It's summertime. I can keep a fan going. I keep the lights on. The things that you need to have just to be safe. And then you can add in some features that are actually going to keep you a little bit more comfortable, like keeping the coffee maker going. So it's pretty much, if you think about it, there's not too many things you can't do. And again, Jackery's got a whole bunch of different systems that can go from portable all the way up the whole house. And so it's really what meets your needs. But the idea that think about it now, add it to your kit, get it, and have it ready to go.
Absolutely. And my next question to you, Craig, is a lot of people are obviously working from home. We've seen that climate, the remote work, that's been going on for, especially over the past few years, we've really seen that elevate and escalate in general. Now, is backup power important for that?
Absolutely, and I work from home. And so that has been a big factor in why I was looking at Jackery and why I've added those products, because I do a lot of work, especially during disasters. And one of the things that I found was, hey, when the power's out, I'm not getting much done. And I got a big demand to get things done during those disasters. And unfortunately, I've had a couple of hurricanes come near me that knocked the power out for several days. And so having Jackery means I'm not down, I'm working, and I'm able to continue to do my job.
Most definitely. And Craig, before I let you go, I do have one more question for you. Do you have any advice for people that are just starting to think about the whole idea of emergency preparedness and any steps that are easy for them to be able to take in that venture?
Sure, there's some real basic things. Find out what things could happen in your community. 2, have a communication plan so that you can get information when things go out and have emergency power so you can keep the key things that you need going while you're dealing with everything else in a disaster.
Absolutely. Craig, I want to say thank you so much. I have learned so much. I know our audience has as well. And again, thank you so much for your time and for speaking with us and for sharing your moments here with Jackery. We really appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Wasn't that incredible? It's always so wonderful to hear all about disaster response firsthand, and of course from none other than the former director of FEMA himself. Thank you so much to Craig for speaking with me. Now keep in mind, you guys, we have so much fun on the agenda. And again, that's what today is all about. So are you guys ready for some fun? Let's get into it. All right, everybody, we are officially in our very first disaster scenario. A hurricane has just taken place. The power lines are down. There is a lot going on, you guys, and we are off of the grid for God knows how long. So, of course, I need the help of a Jackery expert in this situation. Let me introduce to you all my good friend, Kevin. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Kevin is going to give us a really in-depth demonstration here in just a moment on the Jackery HomePower 3000. But before we do so, Kevin, I think we should launch our very first trivia giveaway. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds really exciting.
All right, let's launch our first trivia giveaway. So in order to enter, we will explain exactly what to do. So if you take a look at the top of your screen, there is going to be a button that is labeled as a trivia giveaway. All right, so you can go ahead and you can click on that button, and then you're going to see the question pop up. So I'll be reading that question out loud for you all here in just a few moments. All right, so what you're going to do is you will select your answer, and then after you select your answer, you will be entering your email, and that is how you solidify your answer. And then you will sit tight and wait for us to be able to reveal the winner. We're very excited to bring this trivia giveaway to you all. So if you would like to participate, also we do encourage yet again our Facebook friends, anybody watching over on YouTube, come on over to the Jackery website. That way you can participate in the giveaway. And keep in mind, you do have to be in the US in order to potentially win a prize in the giveaway. But if you are watching from outside of the US, we welcome you, and we do definitely want you to stay with us here in our digital showroom experience. So click up here, you guys. Trivia giveaway. All right, let's read off the first trivia question. Yeah. All right. During a power outage, which of these Jackery household appliances can the Jackery HomePower 3000 power? Is it A, a refrigerator? Is it B, a fan? C, lights? Or D, all of the above? So you guys will have a few moments to be able to think about this. We will be coming back here in just a little bit to reveal a winner. But again, take advantage of this wonderful opportunity to enter the trivia giveaway. And may I add that the winner will be winning a Jackery 100 Plus. This is a $100 value. This is very exciting. And keep in mind, throughout our giveaway, we are giving away prizes worth a total of about $3,000. Huge giveaways at stakes. So again, please come on in, please enter. And without further ado, let's go ahead, let's give them a little rundown about our Jackery HomePower 3000, Kevin.
Yeah, so if you guys are curious as to what the right answer is for the trivia, if you guys pay attention right now, because speed doesn't really matter for this one as long as you guys get the answer in time.
Exactly.
I'll explain everything that you need to know about the HomePower 3000. So over here we have the Jackery HomePower 3000. It's our all new arrival, and I kind of wanted to walk you through step by step about like what exactly is it, how do you use it, and kind of all the offerings that it provies. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, our HomePower 3000 is the lightest and most portable 3 kilowatt hour battery unit on the market. And it's pretty simple, actually. It has incredibly high capacity and a really high output as well. And what that means is basically you can power multiple devices, whether it's lower in output or higher in output, and you can power them all at once. And you don't have to be, you have to be in fear of not having power during an outage. So you're always going to be prepared. So this unit right here has 3,000 watt hours in capacity, and that's good for about 15 to 16 hours worth of emergency power. And it also provides 3,600 watts in output, so you can power all your essential devices. And on top of that, it's incredibly easy to use. So it's plug and play friendly. So when you pull it out the box, it looks like this. You don't have to build, you don't have to do anything. It's super simple. And let me walk you through it really quickly. So if you press the power button, that's all you need to do, and it's on, it's ready to use, and the LED display will light up. And once it's lit up, there's going to be 3 things on the unit, or on the display. And one is going to be the input. So if you're charging it, there are multiple ways to charge the Jackery HomePower 3000. And if you're charging it through solar, or through wall outlets, or even through DC charging, or even through gas generators, all of that input power is going to show up over here on the left side. And on the right side, you're going to have your output power. So once we go ahead and plug in the mini fridge, you're going to go see the output power jump up, and it's going to help you calculate how much power how much running time you have left. And in the middle, of course, the most important is how much capacity you have left. And so over here right now, it's showing 98% battery, so it's almost full. And let's just say it were at 100% battery, and I threw it into the closet for a year. How much power do you think it's going to have left? Because you do want it to be ready at a moment's notice, right? And you're not going to be using it every day, maybe. So if you were to take a guess, a shot in the dark, how much power would it use over the course of being idle for a year?
Okay, so if you're asking me through the course of a year, what would be the remaining power on this? That's the question. Well, I would think that if I'm relating it to the devices that I have in my home, so for example, a laptop, a phone, anything that takes any form of a charge, I would think maybe within a few days, because that's exactly what the lifespan of my phone is. If I don't charge my phone or a laptop, for example, then I'm cooked after about 3 days. I know that I'm not going to be able to turn it back on. So
exactly. So
yes.
Usually if you leave your iPad out or your laptop or your phone, it's just almost like 50% of it's like gone in like a couple of days, right? So if I weren't working here, I would assume maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks at max.
Right.
But actually, after a whole year of just being idle, collecting dust, maybe, and just kind of sitting on the sidelines, it's actually still going to have 95% power left after a whole year of just being in idle mode.
After a year,
exactly,
this is going to still have 95% power. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Sound out in the chat. Let us know what you think about that. And this is called zero drain tech. That's what you were saying,
yeah,
right?
It's Jackery's patented zero drain technology, so that you're always going to be ready whenever disaster or emergency strike. And maybe not even during disasters. Maybe you just need it. Maybe you just need some power, and you're always going to be plugged in, ready to go, especially if you're going on like an outdoor camping trip or an RV trip. And speaking of that, again, it is an incredibly light unit for the capacity and power that it boasts. So, and kind of to move on a little bit further, but there are multiple outlets so that you can plug in different kinds of devices without adapters. And we have a 30 amp plug for your home household appliances like your washing machines, and this also connects you directly to an RV. So that's what this is for.
I didn't even think about a washing machine.
Yeah, so
you can wash your machine in a disaster. That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah,
to be able to have that
if that's your need, then you're gonna you're all set. And then over here you have the 12-volt DC port, which allows you to power and be charged through a DC outlet. And on the left you have USB ports that allows you to connect your devices directly to the unit. And then on the right over here you have the AC outlets. So let's do a quick demo about.
I was going to say, we are in a hurricane right now, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, and we are off the grid. We don't have any power. So let's go ahead. Let's see if we can salvage anything in our kitchen situation that we have going on. We have this fridge.
Yeah. You want to open it?
Let's open the fridge.
Yeah. So of course, this is just for demo purposes, but we've had the fridge and it is plugged into our Jackery right now. It's not pulling too much just because there is no running wattage right now. It is chilled to the temperature that we set it at, but it is plugged in, and as long as the number pops up over here, you know that it is going to be calculating your runtime. And we have some eggs, we have some milk, we have some orange juice, OJ, but all of this we did previously we did some live streams and digital showrooms where we actually powered fridges with and without the Jackery, and units without the Jackery during a blackout everything inside gets soiled and you lose up to $300, $400, $500 worth of ingredients. And let's just say you're a big Wagyu fan. Don't you just lose you lose everything important in the fridge. Yeah, so that would be a disaster.
That would be another form of a disaster, Kevin. That'd be a double disaster. So we have our mini fridge here. Now, let me ask you a question. So, of course, we have a mini fridge here. We have multiple different outlets that we can power our fridge. Now, what about, could we feasibly hook up multiple fridges? What about a big fridge? Is there anything in regards to that?
Yeah, so that's actually a great question. So this is kind of a mini fridge. It won't be powering or pulling too much power, but this fridge pulls roughly about 100 watts an hour on average. And that would last you hours on end. And if you were to power your essentials, and usually in the form of a disaster or a power outage, your fridge is going to be the first thing that comes to mind. So you want to be able to keep your fridge backed up, right? So you want to calculate, maybe how long will this back up a fridge? And so running outages average between 8 hours, 12 hours-ish, and that's on the long end. But yeah, you're going to be more than powered, and you're going to have more than enough power to keep you powered through a disaster or any power outage with a fridge, with a double door fridge. And you would get about 15 to 16 hours, so definitely enough for a power outage.
Absolutely. Did you hear that? That's absolutely incredible. If you have any questions about the fridge specifically, or any of even the kitchen appliances, we are going to be shifting gears over into our kitchen here in just a moment. If you do have any questions about that, feel free to drop it in the chat. There was one question about linking the idea of multiple HomePower 3000s together.
Yeah.
Somebody asked about that.
I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, you could, I guess, but if you're talking about daisy chaining, we have other units that actually support daisy chaining, but you guys could check those out as well. Yeah. And then,
in terms of the Jackery HomePower 3000, from what I'm learning along with you all as well, from our expert Kevin here, it seems like this can really do it all, and there probably isn't necessarily a need for daisy chaining.
Yeah.
So, but again, feel free to ask us any other questions that you have below in the chat. And obviously, that was a great question. We appreciate it.
So this is designed to be a more portable solution and a more flexible solution so that you can carry it around between rooms in your house. And even if you wanted to take it on the go. But there are situations where you do need to daisy chain if you wanted a larger capacity. And we do have units that support that, and that would be like whole HomePower, but definitely this is gonna get the job done, especially for people who don't experience outages for days on end. So for any average outage, or even like earthquakes or hurricanes, heat waves, all of that, this is going to be your go-to solution. And again, it is the most bang for your buck. It's the most valuable, and it'll definitely get the job done. So
Absolutely.
Somebody said, don't drink that juice.
Somebody said don't drink the juice. Well, we can assure you that it's fresh because it's on and it's powered with our Jackery HomePower 3000.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you guys are a stitch in chat. We're gonna have such a great time with them, I can tell.
I mean, speaking of the ingredients, I would love to make some food, or even though,
you know what?
I'm not a cook, but
I'm no cook either, ladies and gentlemen. Let me be clear. However, I do want to be able to set the stage for somebody to be able to cook. So let's go over into the kitchen. Let's power up the induction burner.
So over here, we do have another demo. You guys probably won't be able to see it as clearly, but we do have an induction stove or an electric stove set up over here. And we're simulating a power outage where maybe you're out of power for a couple hours and you're kind of hungry and you're like, I wish I could make a steak right now. Although that's definitely not a necessity, but it is something that would increase your quality of life during an outage. And food is definitely something that comes to mind in terms of disaster. So with that in mind, the induction stove is very different from the refrigerators because it pulls a lot of power. And we wanted to stress that with 3,600 watts in output, that allows you to power multiple things and even high wattage appliances. And that includes our induction stove. So if you wanted to cook and if you wanted to just bake or do anything, you could do all of that and more at once. Yeah.
Wow, that's so incredible. So this is obviously an induction burner for those who may not have ever seen one before. And it is, so you did say that it will pull a little bit more than maybe what a fridge would pull, would you guess?
The mini fridge that we had hooked up earlier averages about maybe like 100 watts. The induction stove is 12 times that.
Oh, that's a lot more.
So it's a lot more, but even in the, if you're looking at the bigger picture, that's not even a third of the power that we can provide with the Jackery HomePower 3000. So you could link up 3 induction burners if you wanted to make 3 meals at once. Yeah.
You'd really have some home cooking in your disaster scenario. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for being here with me and for explaining this. If you have questions, again, feel free to shout out in the chat. Thank you all so much for participating with us. And why don't we go ahead?
Yeah. I'll see you in a
little
bit.
See you in a little bit.
Yeah,
Let's go ahead and I would love to introduce somebody who knows all about cooking and all about food. Welcome my good friend Guga from Guga
What's
Food.
up, everyone? Thanks for having
Woo!
me, Anna.
I'm
How
so
are
excited.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
Are you
Guga?
hungry, first of all?
Of course I'm hungry.
I'm very hungry as well. You know, the thing is, like, let's just imagine we have you ever been in a disaster?
Oh, I have definitely been without the power on in my house. Absolutely.
Me as well.
Yes,
So,
yes.
we got to make something simple, something easy, but most importantly, delicious. Because if it's not good, nobody's going to eat it.
Oh, no, of course not.
You
no.
like bad food?
No.
Like,
Who likes bad food?
Exactly,
We almost said it
exactly.
at the same
So I'm gonna
time.
do something real simple, anyone can do, and even you'll be able to mix the ingredients. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. And also your fans are really ready in the chat. A bunch of people are very excited.
Let's
They're saying,
go,
"Hi,
everybody.
Guga."
If you have any questions, let us know.
Let
We're
us
just gonna
know.
go ahead and start cooking. Because
All
I'm
right.
gonna be doing. You like nachos?
I love nachos, Guga. Those
Isn't
are my
nachos
favorite.
good? I love
Yes.
it. So, but we're gonna make a Turkish nachos.
Turkish nachos.
Yeah, some weird stuff. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Some
Let's
weird
do
stuff.
It.
So the first thing we're gonna do is a paprika oil.
Okay.
Okay, so it's pretty simple. I'm adding olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, by the way, a generous amount, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of smoked paprika in here. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what this will do is create flavor and also color. Because we first eat with the ice.
Yes, of course.
Food look nasty, you're not gonna eat it, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Right? You agree with me?
Oh, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want my food look bad. I want my food look good.
We want it to look great.
Exactly. Then it's even more appetizing. So I'm gonna
Yes.
heat this up real quick right here, and we'll go from there.
All
now
right.
I love the Jackery is powering this thing up. Isn't it crazy?
I know, this is insane. This is at about 460 degrees right now. So just to give you all an idea, this Jackery is absolutely working. And again, we're in a hurricane right now. We don't have any form of power, but we do because of our Jackery HomePower 3000, which by the way, at the bottom of your screen, make sure that you guys click on that item. Again, it is our Jackery HomePower 3000. The first 50 people who find themselves checking out with the Jackery HomePower 3000 are not only getting it at the discounted price of $1,999, but they are also walking away with knowing that they're securing a few solar panels and even an E100 Plus as well. So that's at the bottom of your screen. Let us know if you have questions. And again, we have moderators in the chat as well. And just as a reminder, we do have that trivia giveaway going on, and we will be revealing that here shortly. So make sure that you click right above and enter.
You know what I like the most? It's portable.
It
You know
is
what I mean?
portable.
You can carry it anywhere. You know what I mean?
You could.
Even if you don't have like a disaster, which what we have right now,
Yes.
you can just put it in the back of the truck and do whatever needs to be done. The fact
Absolutely.
that you can use it for an induction burn is
I know.
ridiculous.
It is.
It's crazy.
Also,
this draws a lot of power.
Oh, absolutely. Did you hear what Kevin was saying too about the zero drain tech? So after about a year of it sitting,
Yeah.
it will still be at about 95%. Isn't that crazy?
I didn't understand that. I thought he was kidding around, but that
No,
is
he's
insane.
not kidding. It's insane.
Right?
It's
So you
insane.
just put power and you're done.
Exactly.
All right, so our paprika oil is pretty much done here. We put flavor on it and also color. So this is done, and I'll just put this right here on the side.
All right.
Next, we're gonna start cooking some beef. Are you vegetarian?
Oh, no, I'm not a vegetarian.
Oh, thank God.
I
If
grew
not,
up
we're
in the
gonna be
South. I'm
trouble.
not a vegetarian.
Yes, me too. So,
Yes.
okay, the paprika oil is done, and then what we're gonna do next is we're going to grab a generous amount of butter. Because you know what I like to say, Hannah? More butter, more better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love butter. Butter is so, so good.
Butter is very important, especially for this dish. Now, you'll notice that we had a little bit of oil. So this
Yes.
will also prevent the butter from burning.
Oh, okay.
So that is the key there, because if you just try to cook with butter itself and has nothing in there, butter will burn.
Oh, and we don't want burnt butter.
No. We don't want butter burner. We don't want burn anything.
No, absolutely,
No.
definitely.
Don't burn nothing,
Definitely
Hannah.
don't burn
Chill out.
anything.
All right, so that's going right there. And then now here's the thing with this. We can use any kind of beef you like, especially if you like in an emergency. You're not going to have an expensive steak. Even if you have ground beef, anything is okay. But for
Yes.
this specific dish right here, you really want to have like something fatty. The more fat, the better it will be. Just like when you eat a burger, you know what I mean? You don't want a lean burger, you know what I mean? Like
You want a thick, juicy burger, right,
yeah,
Guga?
man. Like, look, it's a burger. you already in disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what you do. You don't want to. It's not something you can have it every day.
Right.
So you're gonna enjoy it.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna go ahead and let this one here go. This is nice and going, and we're gonna start with our beef. This one I just sliced it nice and thin. Okay, we got some sirloin right here, and we're gonna cook this right here directly on the butter. Now as that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare. This is crazy that this is working so well.
I know, it's so good. This is so wonderful. Also, Guga, somebody put in the chat that they ordered a Jackery HomePower 3000. Congratulations to you.
There you go. There
Yes.
you go. There you go. You know, to be honest with you, I have a few Jackeries.
You have a few Jackeries,
Because well, a lot of people don't know, like behind the scenes of my studio is I have several different dry agers where I have crazy experiments going on at all the time.
Do you really?
Seriously. Well, right now I have one that is, maybe I shouldn't tell you because you might be a little bit scared. I'm actually aging a steak in Parmesan water.
Oh.
So it looks kind of weird, everybody, but we'll find out what will happen because Parmesan has MSG, natural MSG. So I'm wondering what's going to happen, if it's going to make the beef taste better or not.
Oh, I'm curious.
We'll find out.
We'll definitely find out.
We'll find out. But
Oh my
what I was
goodness.
trying to say is, so what happens is, if I lose power,
Right.
I'll lose my experiments.
Oh, so you can't lose power
No.
at all.
No. I need the power, everybody. Very important to have power for me. So yeah, I have a bunch of Jackeries.
Absolutely. I love that so much.
100%.
Look at that, guys. Also, let us know what you're thinking of his experiment that he's got going on. You had me with the aging of the steak, and then you said the Parmesan water.
That's just one, Hannah. You do some crazy things.
I know you do. I like your content.
Thank you. So I got that going. Now here I got a little bit of yogurt. Okay, you can use Greek yogurt. Now we're gonna make like almost like kind of like a dip.
Oh, I love dip.
Yeah. So watch
Dip is
where
my
we're going here.
favorite.
So here I got also a little bit of lemon. So
Okay.
with the yogurt, I'll add a little bit of lemon in there, just a tiny bit, not too much.
Okay.
Now with that, also we're gonna add some salt.
Okay.
And most importantly, to give a nice, wonderful flavor, some lemon zest. Just gonna put it in here. Not too much because you don't want to overdo it. And to finish it off, some garlic paste.
Ooh, garlic paste.
You like
okay.
garlic?
I
You a
love,
garlic? Yeah.
I love garlic. Yeah.
Just-
Garlic's amazing.
Just like don't talk to me after. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
exactly.
Right?
I'll take a moment of silence.
I know. I know what you're talking about. You know, especially if you're like on a date night and yes,
could you
maybe
imagine?
don't eat too much bread, garlic bread. You know what I mean?
That's so funny.
But 100%. So this is like a little dipping sauce, which will go on the bottom of this dish right here. And I love that this dish is so easy to do, and anybody can do it. If you cannot cook this, everybody, stop cooking. Go cook something else. Seriously, okay?
cook something else.
It's not working for you, all right?
I love
'Cause
the
this is easy.
idea of having like a full meal too, and again, that
Yeah.
you can prepare in being in any kind of a disaster scenario like that. I love that you can still have that experience like that. You don't just have to go reach for an instant ramen that's in your cabinet.
100%, 100%. And again, we're using this sirloin because it had available, but any other beef or any other, you can even use any kind of meat, to be honest with you. It will work tremendously because you're going to see where I'm taking this. All right, so that is going right there. Now, believe it or not, we're almost done. To finish this off, I'm going to add a little bit of tomato paste. Okay, so any tomato paste that you like, something that you have available, you're in an emergency scenario, you should have tomato.
Yes, you should have tomato.
If-
Absolutely.
If you don't have tomato, go get tomato right now.
Go get it.
That's important. So we're gonna add the tomato, okay? A little bit of tomato there. It could be tomato sauce, tomato puree, tomato anything, okay? So I went ahead and add that, and that's cooking. Believe it or not, we're almost done here.
Look at that. It looks really good, you guys. I'm very excited
Oh,
about
wait for you
this.
to see the finished plating over here. All right, so that is
So
going down,
excited.
and that's it. Now we're gonna start plating. So here we go.
Okay.
And we got a nice plate. Doesn't matter because visually it needs to look good. If it doesn't look good, you're not gonna eat it. So with that said, think of this as our dipping sauce.
Okay.
This will go right here in the middle. Now, do you like hummus?
I love hummus. Yes.
So here's what we'll do. We'll just almost like hummus. We'll spread this all around, just
Okay.
like that. Now, what we're gonna do here, see, kind of like a dipping sauce. And you see where I'm going. Remember I told you in the beginning we're gonna make like nachos?
Oh yes, absolutely.
But these are no nachos. These are no nachos, all right?
Different version of a
Shout out to all the Turkish people out there because they're gonna go like, that's a no nacho. By the way, this is Turkish inspired. Then what I'm going to do is I grab a little bit of that paprika oil.
Okay.
I'll use the same spoon because we're in an emergency scenario. we're just gonna add that paprika oil right there, just like so. Now, what do you nachos with? Tortilla chips.
Right.
Correct?
Yes.
But we're gonna use, what is the best thing to go along with steaks?
Oh,
Potato, right?
absolutely.
Isn't mashed potato and steak good?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
So
gosh,
we're
I
gonna
love
go
it.
ahead and add some of the potato chips right here in the middle. Kind of use it, think about this, like just like a tortilla chips, you know, as
Okay.
a dipping sauce. So we're gonna add a generous amount. And I highly recommend using a potato chip that is like firm. Not one that is, like for example, those
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Lay's.
not like the lightly salted? Don't get me started, and then they break on you.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. So these are kettle chips, so
Yes.
they're little hefty. You know what I mean? That way they'll hold everything together. Okay. So that will go in. Add as much as you like. Okay. And then we have right here our steak going on.
Okay.
Nice and easy, cooked on its own sauce. Now you can reduce this as much as you want. The longer you let it sit here, it's gonna start reducing all that moisture and it's gonna thicken up the sauce even more. But
Okay.
we're hungry.
Yes, we're
We don't have
hungry.
time right now, right? We're in an emergency
We're in
scenario
an emergency
here.
situation. We need some comfort food. Let's do it.
We gotta eat, all right? So I'll go ahead and I'll grab that and I'm gonna add this right on top of the beef, right on top of the potatoes.
Okay.
A generous amount, as much as you like. And obviously, the more you cook it, the more reduced it's gonna be. That goes right on top.
Okay. Oh, that looks so good.
Oh, we're not even close to being done here. So now, add a little bit more of that paprika oil because this brings in color and flavor.
Okay, so you put it on the bottom layer,
On
and then
the
you're
bottom,
going to put it on
this
the
is
top
like
as
taking
well.
it to the next level.
Okay.
Now next, to finish it up, some lemon zest. This will bring acidity to the dish.
Okay.
And then to finish it all up, we'll add a generous amount of parsley. And voila.
Oh, it looks so
It's
pretty.
that simple. And I'm telling you, everybody,
perfect.
you'll love it.
Oh my goodness.
Even for kids, adults, anything, easy to make, one pan. Jackery did its job. I wonder how many times we can cook this dish with Jackery. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my, could you imagine? I'm going to ask Kevin that later. We'll
should.
find out the answer in the chat.
You should.
So stay
How
tuned
many
for that
times
as
can
well.
we do it? But there you have it.
That's absolutely incredible. And now, can you supplement a different type of a meat if you don't have steak in the house?
100%. It can even be a vegetarian dish if you like. Anything can be
Amazing.
supplemented as long as you want to reduce the sauce even more, everybody. But we're in a live stream. We gotta go.
We gotta go. All right, well, we are going to head, let's close out our trivia giveaway. You guys have had ample time to be able to participate. So if you want to close your answer in, make sure that you guys are clicking on that button. We are going to be closing that out right now. Would you like to stay with me while I reveal the winner?
Sure, let's do it.
While we celebrate who wins, of course. All right,
Is
so
the winner gonna be me?
I think you're a winner.
I don't think I qualify.
No matter what. All right, so we are going to be closing that out. So everybody get ready. And again, for those of you who did participate in the trivia giveaway, you will select your answer. You've inserted your email, and then you guys submitted. So it looks like we also will have the Jackery 100 Plus, as I mentioned, as the prize. And again, this concludes the first trivia giveaway, but we will be doing several more throughout the live, so stay tuned for that. All right, everybody. And it looks like that giveaway is going to be closing out here just in any minute. I'm so excited. I love the idea of giveaways. I think they're so much fun.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's so much fun, guys. All right, and we will be revealing the answer here in just a moment. Lock in your answers, ladies and gentlemen. And also, if you have questions, feel free to ask. And also, thank you so much for Guga's fans tuning in as well. We're so excited about that. All right. And the answer is, I can't drum roll. The answer, all right, is D, all of the above. So during a power outage, which of the household appliances can the Jackery HomePower 3000 power? D, all of the above. So we have revealed that answer.
You will do it all.
All right. And then we are going to reveal our winner. Another drum roll for that. Why not? You have such a good
Yeah,
snap.
you're like a little soft. No, come on, man. We gotta go hard. Come on. And then?
Oh my gosh. All right.
winner.
And we have our winner. Congratulations to the winner. You will be notified via your email if you did win the Jackery 100 Plus. Thank you again so much to Guga for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Hannah.
At least we were able to eat our way through the hurricane.
There you go. At least we can. Take care, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
All right, everybody. So we've survived this hurricane. Guga plated an amazing Turkish dish, ladies and gentlemen. And now it looks like we might have another disaster on the rise. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, we are in a record-breaking heat wave right now. Kevin, how you holding up?
It's hot.
It's hot. It's hot in here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be able to get through this heat wave because we have our Jackery HomePower 3000. But before we do so, Kevin, I think we should open up another round of trivia.
Yeah, let's do that. I know a lot of people are excited, and
I
you
know.
have so many opportunities to win. So stay tuned, guys.
Yes, stay tuned. So let's go ahead. Let's open up our next round of trivia. So for those of you just joining, welcome in. I'm Hannah. This is Kevin. We are so excited to be welcoming you into our digital showroom experience. So we have trivia launching here in just a moment at the corner of your screen. If you would like to enter, keep in mind that you can click on that button. I'll read off the question. I'll read off the answer selections that you'll have to pick from, and then we will be revealing a winner in just a little bit. So definitely stay tuned. And if you have any questions in the chat as well, feel free to drop it down below. For Kevin, he is our Jackery expert. And again, we're talking all about our Jackery HomePower 3000. So it looks like the trivia giveaway has launched. All right, are you ready?
Yeah, let's see
Okay,
it.
so here's our question. Again, click right up here. And then keep in mind down here is the Jackery HomePower 3000 if you guys want to purchase one. Okay, we'll detail that in just a moment. So the trivia question is, if a major heat wave knocks out power for 24 hours, approximately how many times can the Jackery HomePower 3000 recharge an average smartphone?
Great question.
Is it A, 100 times, B, 250 times, 300 times, or D, 500 times? That is such a good question, guys. Keep an eye on that trivia, and we will again be revealing the winner here in just a little bit. And keep in mind that the winner of that trivia giveaway will be winning a Nespresso coffee maker. It's so exciting. It is a $179 giveaway. So look at that. That's the $179 value, excuse me. All right, so this is pinned at the top of your screen if you guys have any questions. And again, just as a reminder down below, we do have an exclusive deal going on to this live digital showroom right now. Jackery HomePower 3000 is on for $1,999. It's initially priced at $2,500, so you guys are walking away with an amazing savings. And you're also getting solar panels that come with it as well. And you're also getting an E100 Plus, okay? So you get a lot of bang for your buck there, don't you, Kevin?
So you're talking about how the value of the Nespresso machine was $179.
Yes.
You can get yourself a free 100 or so gifts with the link below. If you purchase right now, there's only 50, and there's only limited to 50 people. And if you guys get it right now, it comes with two 200-watt solar panels, or two 200-watt Jackery Solar Saga panels. And on top of that, you get the cutest small Explorer 100 Plus portable power bank. And it's, you know, not to steal the spotlight from the HomePower 3000, but the 100 Plus is a very unique Jackery unit, and it's actually the biggest power bank that you can fly on an airplane, and it's TSA approved. So yeah, if you're missing out on the Nespresso, or if you feel like you're not getting the giveaway, it's okay. You'll get more than your bang for the buck by purchasing with the link below if you're looking for a HomePower 3000. And on top of that, I kind of wanted to do some housekeeping. So I know a lot of you guys were really excited about the HomePower 3000, and you guys were up early in the morning when our emails came out, and you guys started purchasing the HomePower 3000. We saw hundreds of orders come in this morning, and I did see some of you guys comment in the chat and said, oh man, like what if we just waited a couple more hours? I didn't know the live stream was going on. Don't worry, for those of you guys who purchased beforehand, I did check with my boss at least, and they were like, leave us an email, message us, and send us an email if you guys place an order before the live stream happened, and we'll make up the 100 plus to you. So yeah, that's something my boss promised, so we're good with that. And you guys can just reach out to our customer service. And again, not to sidetrack, but people were asking, oh, how's your customer service? I know that these products are kind of complicated and you guys have a warranty for 5 years, 10 years. And what if we wanted to reach out? Are you guys easy to reach? And I wanted to promise you guys that our in-house customer service team is actually incredible. They sit right behind me in the office. So if you're looking out for Ben or Brian, I want to shout them out. They're amazing customer service representatives, and they will help you out at a moment's notice as long as they're not too backed up. So again, make sure to leave all the comments that you guys have today, and I will give you personalized answers.
Absolutely.
So should we?
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I know one thing. It's hot.
It is hot.
It's very hot. So let's go ahead. Let's power through this heat wave. All right. So we are going to bring up our survival box. All right. So we will have that up on the screen for you all to be able to see. I think that we have our devices here that we are going to use.
So
let's start off. We are going to do the fan, the Wi-Fi router, and the lamp.
So I kind of wanted to stress, should we take a squat over here real quick?
Oh, let's take a squat. Let's go down.
I wanted to stress to everyone how simple it is to use a Jackery HomePower 3000. And it really does seriously look like this and operate like this straight out of the box. So if you wanted to do the honors.
I would love to plug in the fan.
So you could first show them how it feels to turn it on. So yeah, so what do you press when you turn it on?
So this is not technically on because the screen is not on, correct?
Well, as long as the green light is
or is it on?
That's a great question. So as long as the green light is on, the unit is functioning. And if you wanted to see the LED display, you could just click the power button again, and it'll show you right now that there is no running wattage, there is no running input, and the capacity is still at 100 because we haven't used it yet.
Yes.
And if you wanted to plug it in, so we're going to plug in the fan right now since it is very hot. The second you plug it in, and then here, do you want to turn it on?
All right, let me turn on the fan. I'll bring it over here for a second.
Good.
All right, and also just a reminder, chat, feel free to ask us questions as we are getting through our heat wave.
Yeah, so the moment we turn it on, do you want to make it?
Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah, do you want to make it swivel so I can get some too?
You want me to make it oscillate? I will. Here, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit.
Is that the fancy word, oscillate?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Is it oscillate? Okay, it's oscillating.
Yeah,
yeah, so the moment
Kevin
we turn
something too.
the moment we turn on the fan, you can see that the output jumped up to about 22 watts. And what's really cool about this is that the number below, so if we could bring in the camera closely, it says 85.7 hours. And that basically does the calculations for you. It tells you that at 22 watts per hour, how long can you actually keep this output going for? And if we were just to power the fan, let's say we're in a heat wave for a couple of days, and because the heat wave is so bad, it cuts off the power to your home. And then all you're doing is powering the fan. You could keep yourself cooled for 85.7 hours. And again, this is with it oscillating and with it, going at full blast. But we did test it earlier with a, if you were to keep it at a simple mode or like an easy mode, it actually pulls even less power, right? So it is super, super nice. And you never know when heat waves are going to arrive. You never know when you're going to be out of power. So I wanted to stress about Jackery's zero drain technology. So you guys see how it's at 100%, or is at 100% right now? Let me go ahead and stand up. I'm about to cramp. You guys see how it's at 100% of capacity right now? It actually will stay at 100 and it'll go all the way to 95% capacity after a year in idle mode. So let's just say a heat wave hits out of nowhere and you're like, I really wish I had a fan or a cooling system and I wish I had some power to power it. And you're like, oh, I remember I have a Jackery, but oh my God, I powered it. I'm like making a script of my head. Oh my God, I powered it. I only kept the charge like a year ago. Like, I wonder if it could still work. And so you pull out of the closet, you're gonna find that it's lost 5% over a year. So again, it is incredibly convenient. And you could see that we migrated from the kitchen all the way to the living room. And the kitchen is, probably the most important scenario or use case during an outage because you want to be able to, power your necessities, which is going to be your fridge. You're going to make sure that food safety is okay. You're going to make sure that you're fed and you're making some delicious Turkish dishes. But aside from that, the HomePower 3000 is a very versatile and flexible unit, and it's easy to be carried. So it's portable. And we're able to just move it along and put it over here at the in our living room. And again, we could power multiple rooms with it. So it is incredibly portable, and it is the most light and most portable and smallest, again, unit or 3 kilowatt unit on the market. So you're gonna get the bang for your buck if you purchase with the link below.
Absolutely. Yes, guys, take a look at the link below. If you have any questions about how to purchase or anything like that, we can answer, or even we do have moderators in the chat for that as well. So we have our fan plugged in, which I feel a lot better, actually. I'm gonna even crank it up a notch. It is toasty. This Heatwave.
Back to our Heatwave,
Yes.
and okay, we're chilled now, right? We're cooled down. We're cooling down. So on top of that, I wish we could watch some videos, watch some Netflix, or play some games. And it'd be great if I could plug in my Wi-Fi router.
I think we should plug in the Wi-Fi router.
So I'm gonna plug in over here. So you could press the LED display again
I'm
to
gonna
light it up.
shift the fan just a little bit there.
Yeah, and this is going to come in here, and you could see the second I plugged it in, the running output goes up a little bit, and then the running time will actually decrease. And so, the lights are kind of lit up here, but yeah, so you're actually able to power multiple devices with all these different outlets. And to be honest, this one is 3,600 watts in output, right? So over here it says 26. You basically still have another 3,574 watts left to use.
That's a lot of watts.
Yeah, that's a lot of watts.
That's a lot of wattage.
Yeah, and that's with 2 devices plugged in. And let's plug in one more.
I was gonna say, let's let there be light, right? Let's go ahead, let's plug in the lamp. So we have our lamp here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna plug this in as well. And feel free to shout out in the chat if you do have any questions. I see a bunch of people are very excited about this Jackery HomePower 3000. They're writing the heart and eyes emoji. Look at that.
Can you guys see it?
That's perfect. Yes, so we have our fan going, it's cooling us down. We have the light on so we can see. And we have our Wi-Fi router so we could even catch up on the latest season of insert show here on Netflix or something like that,
Yeah, so we
That's
actually
great.
have with 3 appliances, and these are like commonly used household appliances. We have 3 appliances plugged in, Wi-Fi, oscillating fan, and a lamp. Oscillating fan and a lamp, and all of that is only pulling 32 watts. And with its automatic calculation, you'll know that, hey, I'll be good for 60 or more hours, and that's gonna be about what, like 2.5 days worth of power? So yeah, it's incredibly convenient, and you can power for so long, multiple devices. So it is a super flexible unit. Did you want to read up? Do you want to read up?
Yeah, it looks like, if you guys, somebody said, will this function as a whole home backup unit? That's the question I just saw, a whole home.
So it's not, it's an essential home backup unit, because whole home backup units, we provide those as well. So like the, maybe the, Jackery 5000 plus with multiple, daisy chained units, but this is an essential home backup unit, which basically allows you to keep your essentials powered. So it is the most valuable, you're gonna be getting the most bang for your buck with the HomePower 3000, because you can keep your essentials powered without paying the cost of an entire whole home backup unit. So those are gonna be similar to, those are going to be like upwards of $10,000 or $12,000 even with installation fees. And although those are incredibly fancy and they have solar roofs and whatnot, but they're expensive. And let's be honest, when you are out of power, it's only going to be for a couple of hours at a time. So why would you spend so much money to purchase a whole home unit when you can just use the Jackery HomePower 3000? And you can get it on sale right now with the link below.
Absolutely. Someone else asked, do TVs draw a lot?
Yeah, TVs don't draw too much, but let's say you have a, not like a crazy large like flat screen TV, but normal ones will draw between 50 watts and 100 watts, so you could watch 2 days worth of Netflix if you wanted to. Yeah.
Wow. See, what I love so much about the Jackery HomePower 3000 is it really allows you to, disasters are stressful, especially depending on what the nature of the disaster is, and also obviously what the scenario is at hand as well. But I really love the fact that it can allow you to have the key comfort essentials. That's something that I really like. The idea of having the luxury of like having your Wi-Fi is amazing. And the idea of having a fan during a heat wave, that's absolutely incredible too. I was in a heat wave last summer, didn't have this. And my cat's afraid of this, so I was miserable. So the idea of being able to really have this to support you through that disaster is amazing.
And on top of having, on top of like providing you power during a disaster, it's incredibly flexible, right? So you could bring it around, and not just in your house, but you could actually take it out with you. So you were talking about how you like camping, or
I love camping. I was just camping the other weekend. It's so much fun I love camping.
Yeah, so with camping or even out overlanding or outdoor activities with RVs and trailers and all of that, you can actually power your trailers and RVs directly with the HomePower 3000. So it is a very versatile unit. So it's not just designed for indoors, but if you were to use it recreationally and not as a home backup, you could. There's so many ways that you could use it, and it's incredibly versatile.
Absolutely. Feel free to ask us any more questions, ladies and gentlemen. I see that you guys are still going in the chat. Somebody said, how many amp hours is it?
Oh, we usually just calculate that in watt hours, but that's about 3,000 watt hours. Yeah. So
there you go.
Good for
That's
days.
great.
Yeah, good for days.
I love it. Also, just as a reminder, we do have that trivia giveaway going on. We will be drawing the winner here shortly. So just giving you like another minute to be able to lock in your answer. And again, for those of you who are joining in, welcome. My name is Hannah. This is Kevin. We are here at the Jackery Digital Showroom. We are talking all about the brand new product right here, the HomePower 3000. It's absolutely incredible. We have a trivia giveaway going on. If you are tuning in from Facebook or from YouTube, please do feel free to come over to the Jackery website, jackery.com. That way you can participate in the giveaways as well. It's trivia giveaways. They're very fun, and a winner is drawn at the basically at the end of each of our disaster scenarios. So we will be hooking you guys up with the best deals possible as well. Lots to see over here, so come on over. Let's see if there's any last minute questions before we draw that trivia.
How long does it take to recharge with, it jumped, with a Honda 2200 generator? Okay, so that's actually a great question.
It's a great question.
Yeah, so with traditional generators or gas generators, if you were to power it, it's kind of similar to powering it through an AC outlet or through your wall outlet. So you'd get a full charge on the HomePower 3000 with any traditional generator at about 2.2 hours, and that kind of matches the charge time with an AC charger. We could put it in like fast charge mode, and it does charge incredibly quickly, but because we have battery management systems that protects the lifespan and capacity of the battery, it actually limits the charging speed after it hits 80% capacity. So,
okay.
But yeah, to answer your question in short, a Honda generator would charge it in about 2.2 hours. And
wow.
Yeah, and because, do you hear that? I don't know if you guys can pick it up from our mics, but
yes.
The fan's actually kind of, not loud, but it's making a noise and you can hear it hum.
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
But can you hear the Jackery hum?
This is making no noise.
Yeah.
This is so quiet. What would you say that this is in terms of like decibels or something like that?
This might be something you guys want to keep in mind for later, but it's about, I would say, 27 decibels.
Okay.
And it's incredibly quiet. You won't be able to hear it. It's basically like whisper quiet.
Okay.
And,
so it's like the library, like
yeah,
kind of
so
quiet,
I kind of
very,
got
very
reminded by the Honda question or the generator question.
Sure.
So there's two things that you want to keep in mind. The traditional generators that are gas generators, you can't use them indoors for two reasons. One, you'll die because there are fumes, and so you're basically not ever able to use a generator inside. And two, let's say there weren't fumes, it's really loud. It goes like boom, 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 boom.
They are loud.
It makes that sound.
Yes.
And then so for those two reasons, you're never able to power anything during an outage indoors with the generator. However, because if you wanted to charge the HomePower 3000 with a generator, you could charge it outside, bring your HomePower 3000 in, and it'll be incredibly quiet. You could power your fans, your lights, your Wi-Fi, your TVs, and it'll be more quiet than all of your appliances together. So, yeah.
That's so good to know. Thank you so much for sharing. That's such good information. Again, guys, keep sounding out in the chat. We are still here with you for quite some time. And let's go ahead, let's get that trivia wrapped up. I'm excited to be able to see what the answer is. So let's start there. If you guys are entering, go ahead, wrap it up. We are going to be ending rather that trivia giveaway at the top of your screen. All right, so this is the question again, just to fill you in.
Yeah.
Even though you were here, I'll just recap
peek
it.
over your shoulder.
If a major heat wave knocks out power for 24 hours approximately, how many times can the Jackery HomePower 3000 recharge an average smartphone? All right, and the answer is, drum roll.
Drum roll.
Everybody has to drum roll because my hands are full. All right, it is C, 300 times. All right, so let's go ahead. We've revealed our answer. Let's go over and reveal our winner. All right, so that'll be popping up on the screen here momentarily. Very excited for whoever wins. And just as a reminder, you are going to be winning that Nespresso, which is a very great gift. Very excited for you to be able to win that, whoever is the lucky winner, okay? All right, it looks like a winner has been drawn. And the winner, oh, it is drawn. Congratulations. So excited for you. I hope you enjoy your Nespresso. That is going to be so much fun. And if you get the Jackery HomePower 3000, you will be able to even keep that plugged in, God forbid you're in any form of a disaster scenario. So congratulations. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is pinned at the bottom of your screen. If you're new, welcome in. My name is Hannah. This is Kevin, talking all about our brand new Jackery HomePower 3000. Welcome to our digital showroom experience. Now, keep in mind, we do have this pinned at the bottom of your screen. For the first 50 people that secure the Jackery HomePower 3000, they are going to be getting it at a discounted price, okay? It's going down to $1,999. This is normally going to live at the price of $2,500. So you're getting a great savings, but also you are going to get some solar panels as well, which we'll be detailing a little bit more about the solar panels later on. And also you will be walking away with Kevin's favorite, an E100 Plus.
That's the cutest unit ever.
It's so cute. Yeah. So yes, guys, go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, and if you guys are kind of bummed out, you guys haven't been winning the trivias, don't worry, we have, how many more do we have left?
We still have 2 more trivias left.
Yeah, we have
two more.
We have more gifts to give out to you guys, and the gifts get better and better because we just keep scaling it up.
Oh yes, absolutely. So we've managed to somehow survive this heat wave. We're comfy, we're cool, we're collected. Yeah. But I think we have another disaster situation coming around, Kevin. I don't think we're out of the woods yet.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see it. All right, everyone. So of course the grid is still down, and now we are really having a 2025 problem here. We have nothing in our office is working because of a lightning storm. Did you guys see that on the screen? That was a gnarly lightning storm. Knocked all of our power out. Insane. Kevin, what are we gonna do? All right. Well, you know what? Before we get into it, let's go ahead. Of course, I know you guys are very excited. Let's launch another trivia, and then we're gonna figure out how to get out of this mess. That's what we're gonna do, Kevin. All right. So we have the trivia giveaway going on at the top corner of your screen. We are entering our 3rd out of 4 trivia giveaways. Very excited for you all. So top corner, if you are new, welcome in. And if you are also tuning in from Facebook or from YouTube, please come on over to the Jackery website because we want to hook you guys up with the opportunity to possibly win, okay? So we're launching that trivia giveaway. It's going to appear right up here in just a moment, okay? So for those of you who may be new or you haven't entered into the trivia but now you want to, or if you are just trying your hand every single time, just as a reminder, you're going to click on the button above when it comes up there, and then you are going to be presented with the question, with the answers. You'll make your selection, and then you will be able to enter your email in. You can submit. If you have any questions about anything, we do have the terms of service right underneath. And then you get to sit back and watch Kevin and I get through this lightning storm that took our power out. How rude. And, and then, very rude. And then we will be able to reveal our winner and the answer after that. All right, so we have the trivia up and running.
Oh, sorry, can I interject real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Some people watching on Facebook or YouTube, but they're asking, how do I enter the trivia? So you do need to head over to Jackery.com. We do have pinned links in the comment sections for both YouTube and Facebook. If you guys visit the store link, you guys will be directed onto our website where you guys can participate in the trivia.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kevin. Good job.
Thanks. Yeah, of course.
Look, love them. All right, the trivia giveaway, let's get to it. So unlike gas generators, the Jackery HomePower 3000 runs silently, okay? How many decibels does it produce under normal operation? Is it A, 27 decibels, whisper level? Is it B, 50 decibels at a normal conversation? Is it C, 70 decibels, vacuum cleaner? Or is it D, 90 decibels, lawnmower? Okay, these are your options to pick from, and keep in mind that the winner is going to win a $399 valued prize. Look at how they keep incrementally increasing as we're going, guys. They're going to win a GoPro, and like a new updated GoPro, the GoPro HERO13, okay? So make your selections. Keep in mind that that trivia giveaway is right up there. Again, if you want to come on over to the Jackery website to participate, please do. Keep in mind that those in the US are going to be basically considered for winning, and we still encourage, obviously, if you're not based in the US, for you to come on over and sound out in the chat. Let us know if you have any questions about anything that you're seeing on the screen. We'll be revealing our answer here in just a little bit. But in the meantime, we're out of power.
Yeah, and can I make a note? Like, if anybody gets this trivia question wrong, I'd be really disappointed because
He gave you guys a very good hint.
I kind of basically gave you the
hint.
answer, so don't let me down. And we're able to see the results on our end. So if I see like 99% is the correct answer, and I see
Kevin's gonna DM you and say why. All right.
So let's go ahead and kind of show everybody how you could use the HomePower 3000 in a disaster in your home office.
Yes, so let's go ahead, let's bring up the survival box that's gonna pop up on the screen, and let's figure out exactly what we're going to be powering up with our HomePower 3000.
Yeah, so what do we have here on display right here?
All right, so let's go ahead. Looks like out of the survival box, we're gonna end up powering up this laptop, the phone, and our tablet.
Yeah, so again, do you wanna do the honors?
I would love to do the honors. What should we power up first? What are you
Let's
thinking?
do the laptop.
Okay, so we have this on,
Yes.
but we need to press the button, so it's obviously displaying our screen, correct?
Exactly, yeah. And as long as the green lights are on, you know that it's gonna be functioning. And
Okay.
the two power buttons on the bottom over here are gonna be controlling your AC ports and your DC ports respectively. So a lot of people will turn it on, they'll see the display or the LED display kind of come up, and they're gonna plug it in, and they call our customer service and like, how come it doesn't work? But actually, you have a second power button that allows you to control the output for the USB ports as well as the AC ports. And actually, the reason why we have these is to help you save power when you're not using it.
I was just going to actually ask that question. Is it to save the respective ports with the power? Look at that. The more you know, I love it.
The more you know.
All right, so we're going to plug in our laptop here. Boom, look at that. There we go.
And
Okay.
the second we plug it in, you guys can see over here, it's jumping to 63 watts. And yeah, it's gonna stop at 63 watts. So with this 100 watt PD output, you can power anything up to 100 watts without an adapter. So it allows you to power like drones, lighting equipment, mics, your phones, and of course your laptops. And it is a lot faster than your usual 20 watt output in terms of USB output. And so what's super cool about this actually is that you can power multiple units at once, right? Some of our smaller units or older units, you could only have, one or two USB ports, but because this is such a versatile unit with like up to 10 output ports, you can power so many devices all at once.
All right.
Yeah.
And look at this. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's really put it to the test. So we have all of our information here for whatever we need in order to be able to know exactly what the output is.
Exactly.
Should we plug in our other devices?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
All right, so we have this right here. This is our tablet.
Yeah, we have an iPad on the side over here. So let's just
let
say
me
you're
undo
working
Discord
on your
just a little
laptop and you have an iPad on the side. Let's say you're watching shows. I love watching shows while I'm working, so I have multiple screens up at the same time when I'm in the home office. So your laptop's plugged in, it's charged. It was going at about, 60, 40, and then now the iPad's charged, it's plugged in?
Yes, the iPad is
Yeah.
on charge. It is plugged in.
Cool.
Look at that.
And then so after that, it kind of shows the combined output of charging both devices.
Yes.
So we have turned off. So we have a 54 watt combined output. And like I said before, this is incredibly simple. It is made to be simple and to be very user-friendly. So you have about
Absolutely.
54 watts out here, and it'll show you the runtime of 40.2 hours. So you have almost 2 days worth of power in the home office. So we were showing you guys the living room scenario. This is the home office scenario. So
Yes.
what you usually use for, because everyone has different essentials, right? Everyone
Right.
focuses on different priorities during an outage. And some people, some workaholics, not me included, I'm lazy, but
No, Kevin.
yeah. For the workaholics out there, this is actually pretty important because let's say you're in an incredibly important Zoom meeting, and you're about to say something super important. You're presenting, and then the Wi-Fi cuts out or the power cuts out. Like, what are you gonna do? It's just super awkward. Everyone's just waiting for you to reconnect to your Google Meets or to your Zoom meeting. And further than that, if you're working on incredibly sensitive or critical power applications and campaigns, it'll be like you're photoshopping or editing something, editing a video, or maybe you're even day trading, maybe you're trading some stocks, and you definitely don't want to lose power during critical moments like that. And so with that in mind, you can actually use the HomePower 3000 as a UPS backup. So that allows you to be consistently in power, and it'll instantaneously switch over during an outage. So during an outage, if your unit or if your appliance is hooked up to the HomePower 3000, and the HomePower 3000 is connected to an AC outlet port. During an outage, it'll instantaneously cut over. So you would assume that maybe like the lights would blink, or it'll flicker, or like maybe your monitor will shut off even for like a millisecond. Or I guess it does shut off for a millisecond, but you wouldn't even notice it because it is less than 20 millisecond switch over time. So
that's amazing. So if I know that I'm working on something that's absolutely crucial, let's rewind a few weeks to tax season, right? I'm getting my taxes done. And let's say the tax didn't automatically save my progress as I went along.
Yeah.
So if that were not a thing, I could have this basically hooked up just so I would know exactly where I left off. God forbid the power goes out, and then I'm good. I'm safe at that point, right? So that's how you could basically have that, and that's the UPS switchover.
Exactly, that's what it is, and it doesn't. I mean, it works for so many different devices too. So anything that basically needs instantaneous switchover, it could be a variety of applications, but all of those would be sustained with the HomePower 3000 and its instantaneous under 20 millisecond UPS switchover. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, should
that
we
so
plug in one more thing? Kind of show.
I'm thinking what we're going to do is just to kind of give them an idea. We are going to show them what it looks like to unplug this tablet and then plug in our phone, just to also see the adjustments. So
yeah, so after we unplug the tablet, it dropped back down to 42 watts.
Okay, and then let's plug in the phone.
Plug in the phone and it starts jumping up, I think.
That's so cute. It went up to like 43.
Yeah.
It's like just a little bit.
Okay, it's slowly going up, but from 42, 44, 45, the phone is pretty charged, so I guess it's pulling not too much power, but as you can see, the runtime does get adjusted based on the running wattage that is being pulled. And if you guys see here, so before I jump into one of my favorite parts, which is going to be the application.
Okay.
Because you can connect it to Bluetooth and you can monitor everything through your phone.
You know what, I meant to ask you, somebody did mention something about Bluetooth from earlier, so yes.
Give me one sec, I'll jump into that
Yes.
really quickly, but on the left side of the screen over here, you guys can see the input. And so that's what this cord is over here. A lot of people ask me, how do we charge the unit? Are there a lot of ways to charge it? And if you do have a charger, does it come in the packaging? And the answer is yes. So when you buy the Jackery HomePower 3000, it's incredibly simple to use, and it is plug and play. So it looks just like this out of the box, and it comes with 2 charging cables, which is going to be the AC charging cable. This is the recommended charging. It is super fast. It plugs into any wall outlet, and it'll provide 1200 watts in input, and it'll allow you to fully charge your HomePower 3000 in less than 2 hours. And if you want to charge it through DC, we also have a car charger available just for this outlet. And it's super simple to use.
I love it. I love how simple. I love the idea of the car charger too. I can just imagine this in like the back of somebody's truck, you know, just like charging. I think it's great.
A lot of people will, buy our Jackery solar panels because we do stress clean and reusable energy. So
stand all for it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So with that, if you guys purchase with the link below, as long as as long as the limit hasn't been reached yet, because it's only 50.
Yes, it's only 50 for $1,999.
Yeah.
If you do want to secure your Jackery HomePower 3000, it's at the bottom of your screen. Also, a reminder to enter that trivia giveaway, guys. We have just a few moments left before we reveal our answer and then our winner.
Exactly.
So why don't we go ahead? Let's show them all about the Bluetooth feature that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Oh, and then sorry, I'm gonna wrap up one thing.
Go
So
for it, Kevin.
if you buy it with the link below,
Yes.
you can actually get the solar panel. So that's the third way, and
Yes.
of multiple ways to charge the Jackery HomePower 3000. And so yeah, 200 watt panels. That's a value of over $1,000. So
That's massive.
Yeah.
And the panels are so neat, you guys, and they're very lightweight. I lift 8-pound weights sometimes, so if I can lift it, so can you. That's the guarantee that I'll give.
yeah, the panels are about
They're very
8 pounds.
light. They're
and they fold up to
in
be
training. They're great. They're so wonderful. I've been able to see them in action. I think they're so cool.
Yeah. Like, what are you training for? Oh, Jackery.
You had to lift my solar panels. No big
So
deal.
we have the iPad over here, and it is connected to the HomePower 3000. So it's connecting to Bluetooth. But as you can see, sorry, it takes a minute to connect.
Yes.
But
It's exciting. It's exciting what he's going to show you guys. I love it, honestly. This is amazing tech, and I'm excited to learn more about it as well, along with you guys.
because the Bluetooth app is actually something that has been a function of a lot of our units for the past 2 years, and so we've been building on it and kind of improving the capabilities and functions of the HomePower of the Bluetooth app and how it can help you connect to help you monitor your device. And so with the Bluetooth app, you're not only able to, let's say you walk away from the room that you're using the HomePower 3000 in. Let's just say we leave this in the home office. I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. I'm gonna get some water, and I'm just kind of curious how much power I'm still pulling, or if my Jackery is still working. Like Guga said, maybe you wanted to monitor in the middle of the day whether his refrigerator was still being powered with his Jackery. And so you just pull it up on the app, and you can monitor power levels. You could also monitor like output levels as well as like input levels. So it is, again, incredibly user friendly. And on top of that, you can actually have thousands or up to hundreds of dollars of savings per year if you schedule your charging. Because did you know that sometimes I was actually kind of new to this concept until, well, I didn't know about this concept until I started working at Jackery. But with the Jackery HomePower 3000, you can schedule charging. So sometimes your electricity is more expensive than other times. Yeah, and so
absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially when you have fans, AC, everything like that running too.
Yeah, exactly.
Or heat.
Yeah.
Heat too.
So with the Bluetooth app, you can actually schedule your charging time so that you could charge your HomePower 3000 during times where electricity is a little bit more cost effective or cheaper, and then during times where it's more expensive, you can use the power in your Jackery HomePower 3000.
Absolutely. So that's called off-peak charging, correct?
Exactly, scheduled charging. So,
okay,
yeah.
or scheduled charging
Yeah.
too for the app, which is really great because there's a study that we've actually conducted, and it's up to about like 25% roughly is what people are able to save annually when they're using this in terms of the off-peak charging or scheduled charging method. So something to keep in mind as well. It can actually help you not only be more efficient, but also save some money as well. So something to keep in mind.
Super cool. Should we head over to the trivia?
I think that we should go ahead. Let's wrap up our trivia, guys. If you have any questions as well, feel free to drop it down in the chat. We are almost situated here. We've been able to charge up all of our devices. Let's end the trivia giveaway for this round here. I'm so excited. Again, the person that wins is going to be taking home a GoPro. Okay, so again, amazing value, amazing. So excited for you. And just to recap, unlike gas generators, Jackery HomePower, it runs silently. How many decibels does it produce? I know the answer. I hope you guys do too, and Kevin really helped you out earlier. So, all right, we're gonna be closing that trivia out. Here's the answer, drum roll. All right, it's the bit at this point. 27 decibels, whisper level. All right, so we've revealed our answer. Now let's reveal our winner. All right. Drum roll for that
Drum
too.
roll
Come on, Kevin. Even the camera guys are
for everything.
I love it. All right. All these guys are so cute in the chat. Look, they're like, please,
Congrats.
please,
Please me. Yeah.
All right, we're rooting for you all. And have no fear, we have one more. All right. Perfect. It is drawn. Congratulations to the winner.
Yeah.
So excited. And make sure that you check your email for any of the instructions, anything like that. Congratulations again. If you haven't won thus far, that is okay. We still have one more trivia giveaway for you all, so stay tuned for that. And that is a really neat prize. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
So.
And special shout out to the winner. Actually, we're not allowed to read the names, but this person is a frequent viewer because I recognize the name.
Oh, you recognize them?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
We do so many Jackery live streams, and they're always in the chat supporting us. So congratulations to you.
Absolutely, congratulations. Well, we have powered through this horrible lightning storm that's knocked out our power. We have our devices charged, and I don't know if we're out of the woods yet, but we might be closer towards it. So let's go ahead and let's see what that looks like, Kevin.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, everyone, we have done it. We are in our backyard right now. We have powered through a ton of disasters, as you all have seen, and I am just very excited to be standing here with you guys and celebrating this wonderful fact. Now, keep in mind that obviously these disasters, they happen at any given moment, and we're so excited to be able to have that Jackery HomePower 3000 to be able to help us power through. So with that, we're going to power up a little bit of joy. But before we do anything, I would love to be able to open up that fourth trivia giveaway. So take a look at your screens. Let's go ahead and let's launch that fourth and final trivia giveaway. Now, this is going to be at the top corner of your screen, just as another reminder. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching on Jackery.com, amazing. If you're based in the US, go ahead and try your hand at the trivia giveaway, see if you win. And also, if you are watching from YouTube or from Facebook, make sure that you guys come over. This is a giveaway that you're not going to want to miss. Yes, the giveaway prize is going to be for the Jackery HomePower 3000 itself. All right, so keep that in mind. Click again up here if you do want to enter. Let's go ahead, let's read our question. All right, again, this is for the Jackery HomePower 3000. It's a $2,500 value. All right, so a massive heat wave has cut off electricity for 3 days. Using the Jackery HomePower 3000, which of these survival tools can be powered to help keep you safe and connected? Is it A, the emergency radio? Is it B, the electric blanket, C, the portable freezer, or D, all of the above? Go ahead, select your answer. Once you've selected it, you will be prompted to enter your email. That is how you secure your entry. The terms of service are at the bottom as well if you guys have any questions at all whatsoever about that. And best of luck, you guys. Again, this is for the big dog. This is for the Jackery HomePower 3000. Again, a $2,500 value. We'll leave that trivia up for you guys to be able to answer. We'll give you obviously a few moments, and best of luck. I'm so excited. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys an amazing Jackery expert that I love so, so much, and his name is Buck, and he is going to be telling you guys all about our solar panels. So let's throw it over to Buck.
Thanks, Hannah. Hi, I'm Buck Buchanan, and I'm going to walk you through 2 ways that you can power your Jackery SG HomePower 3000. You can charge it with the traditional gas generator, a unit that many Americans already have, or the Jackery Solar Saga 200-watt bifacial solar panel. First, let's start with the gas generator, something that we know many of you already have. When your battery runs low, you can use a generator with an output of up to 120 volts and 1800 watts to fully charge the Jackery in just 2.2 hours. That short recharge gives you up to 15 hours of clean, quiet backup power. So yes, you'll hear this noise for a bit. But in return, you get an entire day of silent energy to run your essentials. Next, let's talk about solar panels. Jackery Solar Saga 200-watt bifacial panels are lightweight, foldable, and TUV certified, meaning they're reliable and tested for quality. Each panel is designed to withstand up to 4,000 folds. And thanks to its dual side capture and pure black, zero shading surface, it delivers up to 3,500 kilowatt hours of free energy over time. There are 2 features in the app that I really want to highlight here. Solar charging priority. Use the app to set the backup power level. The system prioritizes solar charging when the battery remains above this threshold, saving up to $223 annually. If the battery level drops below the set point, it seamlessly switches to hybrid solar and AC charging. Scheduled charging. When connected to AC power, create a customized charging schedule to capitalize on off-peak electricity rates, reducing energy costs. Whether you need a quick charge with a gas generator or want to harness the power of the sun with the Jackery Solar Saga 200-watt panels, there are multiple ways to power your Jackery SG HomePower 3000. Choose one, choose both, but just remember, stay powered when it matters most. Back to you, Hannah.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much to Buck for showing us all about those solar panels. Again, I think that those are absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I love them.
I think they're so neat. I just love the idea of how they look. I think that they're obviously so cohesive with the Jackery. And keep in mind, with the HomePower 3000, you are getting those solar panels when you purchase this. Shout out below down in the chat. Did anybody purchase a Jackery HomePower 3000? I saw a few of you. I saw a few of you mentioning that you did, but shout out down below. I would love to be able to see if anybody else did. Get the Jackery HomePower 3000. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you have more questions, this is an amazing time to ask. Please feel free to ask questions. Please feel free to interact with us in the chat. Drop in the chat too where you're tuning in from, how long you've been a customer with Jackery, if you're new, if you're an OG. For those who don't know what the term OG means, like an original, you know, so feel free to let us know anything like that. Very excited with you guys being here with us. Again, my name is Hannah. This is Kevin. Kevin's our Jackery expert, so that's why we're really encouraging you guys to sound out in the chat down below. Now, Kevin, we've powered through a lot. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty hot right now.
You've been pretty hot.
I cooled off a little bit since we are doing a little outdoor picnic party, I guess.
Exactly, you guys. We're here. We have the outdoor picnic party going on. We're so excited to be with you guys. And of course, keep in mind that we do have that trivia giveaway launched at the top corner of your screen. Now, keep in mind, we're gonna make you guys work for this one. We know that the intensity is building. And again, we're gonna give you a few extra minutes here to really make sure that you enter that giveaway because it's such an amazing prize. You guys, it's the big dog. It's the Jackery HomePower 3000 that you could be walking away with. It's the big dog. It's not a small dog. You get a little small dog though with it. You get the E100 Plus, which Kevin loves. So you get that, you get the solar panels, you get a bunch for if you do purchase the HomePower 3000 for $1,999. Now that is an exclusive deal, again, for the first 50 customers that do find themselves wanting to purchase. And again, that's pinned down below at the bottom of your screen. Again, this is a shoppable live, so just keep that in mind. That'll take you over to the proper landing page so you can make your selection and obviously check out as well. Also, keep in mind, Kevin, I don't know about you. I don't think you're a dad. Right? You're not a dad.
I don't think so.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Why did that pop in the mind?
Father's Day is coming up. That's what I was going to say. This makes for a great gift to give to your dad, your stepdad, anybody that's a father figure. People like Kevin who don't know if they're a dad or not, you know? So this is such a great idea. If you do want to get a gift for Father's Day, I think that this would be absolutely incredible. This is pinned down below at the bottom of your screen, guys. Let us know if you have any questions. And also, again, ask questions all about this Jackery HomePower 3000 to Kevin as well. Make sure that you guys enter that trivia giveaway. Now, Kevin, let's kind of recap this Jackery HomePower 3000. What are the key features and benefits that somebody would need to know if they wanted to find themselves purchasing one? What would even be like a primo scenario? Go ahead and talk to us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so I know we've been rambling on and on about it today, but you know, some people are,
Yes.
you know, if you're just coming in here for the first time, the Jackery HomePower 3000 is, you know, a very versatile unit that allows you to power multiple devices at once. And so some things to keep in mind, although it might be kind of a lot of numbers for you, but 3,600 watts basically powers a lot of things. So that's how I would explain it to a 5-year-old. And 3,000 watt hours allows you to power a lot of things for a long time. And that's kind of the best way to think about it. So if you're not really familiar with wattages and watt hours and amps and all these different numbers and, you know, terms and all this jargon, you know, all you need to remember is that for all your essentials and for your home appliances, the HomePower 3000 is way more than enough to keep you powered during any, you know, usual outage if you're not going over like a day or two without power. Because usually during outages, you'll be out of power for, you know, hours at most, you know, maybe sometimes 12, 13 hours at the most. But all your essentials, like we've demoed throughout the day, throughout the kitchen, the living room, and all the way to the home office, that you're able to power all your essential devices in different rooms for up to, you know, it was like 40, 50 hours even, right? I think when we did it here, yeah.
Absolutely. You know what I think that this would also be really great for is the idea of, it's graduation season, we have Father's Day. I think that there are a bunch of different reasons to be able to purchase the Jackery HomePower 3000. Also, think about this. If you're having a graduation party it would be really nice to be able to have this on backup, just in case for some reason you have a power outage, especially obviously summer and springtime, it's very unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen, especially obviously with the weather. So to be able to have this and to be able to have this on backup, you could still have your music going. You could even plug in one of the induction burners if you have one in your home. You know, I feel like that is a home essential. I feel like most people should have one of those. You could still keep the party going. You could still be cooking. I think that this would be absolutely great to secure this deal. Again, that's available to the first 50 users that do want to find themselves purchasing the Jackery HomePower 3000. Pinned to the bottom of your screen, guys.
Yeah, and so, you know, to add on to your point, so not just like parties, but any outdoor activity, basically. It is, you know, it's light, well, relatively light. It's about 60 pounds, but it is built to be portable. It is built to be easy to move around because it has like the built-in handle. So it's about 63 pounds, but you know, if you're able to muscle your way through it, or maybe if you have like a helping hand, two people could easily move it around. So not just from your, you know, your bedroom to your kitchen to your home office, but you could also take it outside with you to, you know, to go like do a picnic or overlanding, or if you have like an RV trip or a trailer trip planned. So, and again, this is super helpful during an RV trip as well because of the 30 amp plug on the top right side of the unit. It helps you power in, or it helps you plug in your RV and your trailer directly to this power source so that you can use all the outlets in your RV and trailer like you would at home. So again, it is very versatile. But the Jackery HomePower 3000, it is brand new and does come with a lot of unique certifications as well as some cool features that we've never done before. So again, it is the lightest 3 kilowatt hour LFP battery on the market. I know that's a mouthful, but basically if you're looking for a battery of this capacity and of this quality, this is the most portable and most compact unit that you will find. So if you're looking at other, you know, battery companies or any other brands that do these portable power stations, you're gonna find them to be, you know, awkward shapes or maybe kind of heavy or clunky, but you know, you have all of that packed into the HomePower 3000. So it is 3,600 watts and 3,000 watt hours in capacity, all in this relatively small shaped box. So.
Absolutely. Now, somebody did actually write something in the chat. Does it support a 240 volt appliance, is what someone asked.
Yeah, the answer is no. We do have units that cut between 120 volts and 200 volts, but this unit doesn't supply the dual voltage.
Okay, so yeah, that's a really good question. Thank you for asking that. Feel free to ask even more questions down below in the chat. I'm trying to follow along with our chat here. And keep in mind, guys, just as a reminder, and remember, there we go. Make sure that you guys enter that trivia giveaway. We are really making you guys work for this one. Again, because it is the Jackery HomePower 3000, we'll be revealing it here in a little while, the answer and then the winner. But again, trying to also really allow for all of you guys to be able to come in, again, to Jackery.com if you are on YouTube or Facebook. Maybe you're even just tuning in for the first time. We are talking all about the Jackery HomePower 3000. This did launch today. It also comes with an E100 Plus and solar panels if you choose to buy it at the bottom of your screen, $1,999, and that is an exclusive deal to the first 50 users who choose to purchase, okay? But we also have that trivia giveaway going where you could possibly win one as well. So many things to do, guys. That's why we're so excited to be here with you all. And of course, we're answering the questions that you have in the chat. You guys are all very, very emphatic.
Yeah, Tiffany was like, oh, you have someone?
Oh,
I'll do Tiffany's first.
Okay,
Tiffany asked, is it waterproof? So
good question.
That is a good question because Jackeries are paired with, or our portable power stations are paired with our solar panels quite frequently. You'll find that you use, or you'll place your portable power station outside you know, consistently. And no, the answer is it's not. It's built to withstand some weather and some like rain and drizzle, but we do recommend that we keep the station inside. However, our portable solar panels are IP68, so they are rated to be dustproof, windproof, waterproof, or water resistant, and you can leave them outside and they would still function. And something kind of cool about our solar panels is that the solar panels are actually, you know, they're incredibly flexible. That's one. But two is that you could power even in the shade. So I did a live stream about a year and a half ago where we're just camping. It was just me.
Oh, that is so fun.
Yeah, it was just me and my friend, and we powered the whole live stream off of a Jackery. And so we're kind of in the middle of like a forest. So it was like shady and you couldn't get much sunlight, but we did throw out the panels and kind of just tested if it still worked. So even under cloudy weather and even in the shade, Like we're literally underneath
That
a
is
tree.
so neat.
You're still able to pull about like 10 to 20% of value from the panel, which is kind of crazy because there's no direct sunlight going on. And I recently, so I didn't even know about this either. So I recently learned that sunlight particles, I guess, bounce off of the ground. And so panels will just like pick it up. So
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I'm learning so much from Kevin, guys.
I'm learning.
I had no idea. That's really neat. I had no clue.
Yeah, and so we actually have some new panels that could pair with the HomePower 3000 Pro, or sorry, HomePower 3000. 3000 Pros are older 3000, but the HomePower 3000 can also be paired with our 500 watt panel, which is double-sided. And a double-sided panel is basically laid flat on the ground, and it's kind of like perked up, so it's not completely like flat. So it's like kind of like angled off of the ground. And so the backside of the panel actually picks up sunlight that's bouncing off of the ground. So that's when I figured out that like, oh, okay, that's how panels are able to pick up power even in the shade.
That's so impressive. So look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is such a good observation, and that's just good information just to have for the future moving forward.
Oh yeah, and
there is
as I was talking about this, someone was like, I bought the 3000 with the Solar Saga 500, which is the big panel.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's a good deal. It's a good deal.
That's a really great deal. Yeah. Someone else asked, is there a recommended transfer switch to use with the 3000?
That's a good question. For the transfer switches, we usually recommend them whether you're getting a manual transfer switch or a smart transfer switch. We usually recommend them with larger units because we kind of touched about this earlier, but we're talking about whole home units versus essential home units. This is an essential home unit, and we wouldn't recommend it as the ideal unit to hook up to your house or to kind of have it installed, but we do have larger units like the Jackery 5000 Plus, which can be paired seamlessly with the Jackery transfer switch, which allows you to connect your whole home power or your whole home to the battery and actually store power in the battery and kind of power your whole house off of the unit. However, with the HomePower 3000, it is focused on only the essentials, and it is tailored to give you the most bang for your buck, and it is the cheapest price where you're able to actually power like your refrigerators, your lights, all of that stuff during an outage and still be good. So you're gonna pay like less than 20% of the price of a whole home unit and get all of the benefits. So
look at that, guys. Again, this is pinned down below at the bottom of your screen. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask in the chat. There was another question that I did want to mention to you. Yes, so how many solar panels can be used at the same time? And also, I guess kind of piggybacking off of this question, it might be the same answer, so correct me if I'm wrong, but how many of the solar panels can hook up to the Jackery? I guess it is kind of the same question, but at once too.
So we have 2 ports on the, I would turn it around, but I'm really comfy where I'm at right now. So we do have DC input ports on the left side of the, or I guess on the right side of it if you're facing the unit. We do have DC input ports which allow you to connect 2 solar panels directly into it without any adapters. However, if you want to plug in multiple panels, the answer is you could plug in up to 1200 watts of solar input, which is going to be 6 200-watt panels. And because you only have 2 input ports, you actually need to get a Jackery adapter that allows you to plug in multiple solar panels into one port. And so you can get the Jackery solar panel adapters off of the accessories on our Jackery.com website, and check out all the different product features on the website as well. And did I answer all the questions about the solar panel?
Yes, you did answer all the questions about the solar panel. Thank you.
Tiffany's,
you're doing great.
Thank you. I'm doing my best.
He's the expert, guys. Seriously, this is a great opportunity for you to be able to have access to our expert. But do you have a question?
Yeah, Tiffany's back with another one. So
Tiffany, we love it.
Tiffany's killing it. What is the warranty? That's a great question.
Oh, that is a great question.
So I talked about the customer service that we do in-house in the past, or sorry, not in the past, but a couple of minutes ago. And the warranty is actually 3 + 2 years. So that might sound kind of funky to you, but if you buy the product and you register the Jackery 3000 or HomePower 3000 on our official website, you can get an automatic 5-year warranty on the unit and up to 3 years of warranty on solar panels.
Oh, wow. Yeah. See, keep in mind, normally when you get warranties, just saying, normally when you do end up getting a warranty of any sort, whether it's any form of tech or even anything at all, you typically, I've never heard of 3. You will get it for maybe a year, or you also typically have to pay. For example, I did not get a warranty on my phone because it was just too much
Yeah.
money. You know, when I ended up getting the phone, I said, I will risk it. So the idea of getting a warranty for so long with the items like that, that's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and it is super helpful that you could just easily reach out to our customer service team at hello@jackery.com. If you just
I
email
love the hello.
right? It's super
It's so
cute.
cute.
If you send an email to our customer service team, we'll get you in touch with our customer service representatives as soon as possible, and all of them are in-house. They sit right behind me in the office, so big shout out to them, and they'll get you sorted out as soon as possible. And on top of that, the warranty is, as you said, it's very generous.
Yes.
So if you guys have a problem in the coming year or 2 years, or even up to 5 years, don't feel shy about reaching out. So definitely just
Yes.
shoot us an email if you have any questions, if you have a screw loose or something on the product. But if you have any problems about the product, just give us a call or give us an email, and all of the contact information will be at the bottom of our Jackery.com website.
Absolutely. We stand all for obviously being accessible to the customers. We want to provide you with the best customer support possible. And of course, also we stand all for sustainability and making sure that we're really powering up all of your adventures to the best of our ability as well.
So speaking on sustainability
Sure.
and warranties, if you are I know a lot of people here have been Jackery fans and have Jackeries.
Absolutely. You could see so many of them in the
Yeah,
chat, by
so
the
many
way.
of them are so many commenters or people in the chat are just like, hey, I bought a Jackery before, this is my second Jackery, or I'm going to get my second Jackery. A lot of you guys have bought Jackeries before, and I know some of you guys have maybe bought the previous version of the 3000 and you guys are looking to upgrade. Right? So if you're looking to upgrade and you're considering, oh, it is kind of pricey, or it is $2,000, like how do I get the most bang for my buck? We actually have a Jackery trade-in program. So if you're looking to upgrade to the newest HomePower 3000, to be sustainable, Jackery provides you with a trade-in program where you're able to trade in older appliances that you maybe bought like 4 or 5 years ago, and will give you credit or Jackery points, or I think Jackery credit, that allows you to get a discount on top of whatever discount that we're already providing. So let's just say it's $19.99 for this unit and the entire bundle. If you trade in your older Jackeries, and you can trade in multiple and kind of stack up the Jackery gift cards, you could use that to get an additional discount on top of whatever discount we're applying. So
that's incredible. So did you hear that? You basically can trade in. I love policies like that, when you can really obviously protect the environment, trade in, and you even get rewarded to trade in like that. I think that that's absolutely amazing. Also, Kevin, I do want to pause. We are at 6:45 right now PST, by the way. So I don't know where you guys are tuning in from. Drop in the chat, let us know. We're here in LA, but we are obviously very excited about the Jackery HomePower 3000. And so what I do want to remind you of, while we're answering questions, I'll give Kevin a break for a second. I'll take over just to talk to the people. But I'm just gonna do a little bit of housekeeping. So obviously we have the trivia giveaway going on. Yes, we're making you wait for it because it's for the Jackery HomePower 3000. We want as many people to be considered for this giveaway as possible. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, come on over, come to Jackery.com. Please, please, please make sure that you guys take advantage of this trivia giveaway. You guys can enter it. It's right up here. You're just going to click. You'll see the trivia giveaway question. You select your answer, and then you have the opportunity to enter your email as well, okay? That is going to solidify the answer that you are submitting. There's also terms of service, everything like that. If you have any questions in terms of the giveaway, if you're in the US, you will be considered and basically in the rolling of the luck of the draw. But if you are not in the US, that is okay. We appreciate you being here. And of course, we want you guys to still remain with us here in our digital showroom experience. Now keep that in mind. Now let's talk a little bit about this Jackery HomePower 3000. This is pinned at the bottom of your screen. If you've never used shoppable content before, I'm going to explain it to you. This is pinned down below. This is on for an amazing deal. Now again, we've been live for several hours now, so I'm not exactly sure where we stand. However, we do have this exclusive offer available to the first 50 users who want to purchase the Jackery HomePower 3000. You will secure it at the price of $1,999. This is going to typically be at the price of $2,500. And not only are you getting it at that exclusive deal, obviously in celebration of the release of this amazing, amazing device, but you are also getting an E100 Plus, and you are also getting several solar panels as well. Bang for your buck. And no pun intended, because we also have a Jackery expert named Buck who talked about solar panels. full circle. So this is pinned down below at the bottom of your screen. Let us know what questions you all have. Again, we are very excited to be able to continue on with you all. We're going to be answering some more questions that you guys have. You've been asking amazing questions. Again, my name is Hannah Fletcher. I have Kevin with me, and he's my Jackery expert. I'm so excited. I'm learning right alongside with you all. This is such a great product, and we're so excited to be talking about it. And I think Kevin has a question.
Yeah, or I guess guest
is it a
4753 something has a question, but would this be a great unit for a van or RV? The answer is like yes
Great
and no,
question.
depending on your needs. But if you're looking for a more luxury experience and a more plugged-in experience on the road, it is a great unit for the RV because you can plug in your RV or your trailer directly into the 3000. However, it is relatively heavy when you want to take it out, so it's not like you can't, but it depends on your needs again. So if you're more used to or more accustomed to van life or like overlanding with campers, you might want to consider saving space or choose a more portable unit. But if you do have the convenience and luxury of getting a larger portable power station, we do definitely recommend this. And somebody was asking about the large port in the front. So the large port in the front is going to be the 30 amp port, and that allows you to connect your RV and trailer directly in and any larger use appliances in your home. So we're talking about the washing machine earlier that plugs straight up into the 30
That was
amp.
honestly like one of my favorite moments. I did not even think about the washing machine going into this. You guys can wash multiple loads, your darks, your whites, everything in between using the Jackery HomePower 3000. That's absolutely incredible. And now when you're saying that, just to clarify too, when you're saying that you can power your washing machine, for example, that's not one of the little ones that you get that can go like, not like the portable washers that you can get off of like other websites and keep them in your apartment. You're talking about the entire washing machine itself.
Yeah, you could just like plug it into
That's so incredible. I love that so much.
Although it might be kind of inconvenient because you have to like remove it or unplug it from the wall. But like, let's just say you really wanted to do that, you could. But this is again more so to be designed for the RV and other RVs and trailers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so somebody was asking about how about charging. Sorry, we're like 10 minutes behind on questions because we keep yapping, but I'm trying my best to catch up on them. How about charging in temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius? That's
a great question.
That is a great question. So we actually can go up to negative 20 degrees Celsius, and we do, it does operate in extreme weather. So although we don't really talk about it that much because like, when are you ever going to be using it in that cold or that extreme of a weather? But the answer is yes, you can power it up under 0 degrees Celsius, so under freezing temperatures, you will be good to go.
0 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit, Celsius. Okay, so that's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Or I guess a cool anecdote would be one of our partners who, or I guess it is like a content creator partner. They took our Jackery 3000 all the way to the North Pole, and then they shot. Yeah, so it was like for National Geographic. They shot some. They shot some footage for like I think Arctic wolves or something. I forgot what it was, but it was one of those like cool like extreme like weather photography events, and they were able to get the whole shot and power all their equipment using the Jackery in that weather. So that was kind of crazy to me.
That's absolutely amazing. Okay, so let me ask you this. So we have that at the extreme low temperature. Yeah. Is there a cap for the extreme high? Like for example, 120 or 130 degrees, it wouldn't necessarily function in that?
Yeah,
or?
There definitely is an answer to that, but I don't have it at the top of my head. So you can check the website.
I'm sure it's going to be an amazing cap for the other end of that right
the spectrum,
there.
Yeah.
Oh yes, exactly.
Is
Absolutely.
the Solar Saga 500 one big panel or multiple panels? That's a great question again. So it's multiple panels that folds or connects into one big panel. So it's actually, I think.
Oh wow. Okay, so you can daisy chain.
Yeah, or kind of, yeah. They kind of click into each other, so it's like a jigsaw puzzle.
By the way, that's why I was whipping
the
term out there for you.
I guess you could daisy chain the panel, but yeah, the 500 panel consists of multiple smaller 85-watt panels that it's like a jigsaw puzzle that kind of plug into each other and then form the whole 500-watt panel. So.
Amazing. Also, guys, just as a heads up, we will be drawing that trivia answer and the winner here in just a few moments. Last chance to get in there. This trivia giveaway is at the top of your screen. Of course, it is all for the grand prize here of the Jackery HomePower 3000. If you're so excited, if you don't want to take your chances, you can take the opportunity that is pinned down below at the bottom of your screen, $1,999 for the Jackery HomePower 3000. But also you are getting an E100 Plus as well as several solar panels. Such a great steal of a deal. Again, this is pinned down below. click on the item, and it'll take you over to the proper landing page to be able to check out. And again, make sure that you take advantage because this is exclusive to our digital showroom here. The first 50 people that take advantage of that deal, amazing, congratulations. And then you will find that this is going to jump up to $2,500 because that is the typical price that this is going to be living at here on Jackery.com and anywhere else. So just keep that in mind.
You really are making them work for this, huh?
Oh, 100%. We're making you guys work for this, absolutely. We're getting the suspense. Also, I really want to give the opportunity to those who might be still learning the whole idea of the shoppable content, the shoppable live, and also for all of the people on Facebook and YouTube to be able to come over and participate as well.
Although this is, greatly discounted, it's still, a relatively large purchase, right? Not like $2,000 if you're no one's going to be spending $2,000 like in the blink of an eye. So they do really want to understand the products, and I think this is a great opportunity. And if you guys have any questions before you guys make the final purchase, or even if you guys aren't considering the HomePower 3000, if you guys have different electrical needs or portable power station needs, go ahead and ask me. I am here to answer all of your questions and even recommend you some better options, maybe.
Absolutely. Yeah. He is your guy for anything that you guys are wondering about. I'm also catching up in the chat. Yeah. You guys are so, also I want to commend, I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to commend chat. You guys are so nice to each other in the chat. Yeah. I deal with a lot of chats, okay? Yeah. And you guys are very nice and you're very positive. And I want to say thank you guys for being so positive, especially when it comes to the trivia winners and the idea of the prizes being drawn and the winners being drawn. I've seen them in there. They're wishing each other positive vibes, positive luck. That's so, so kind. That will come back to you later on. So thank you for being so kind, especially to us as well in the chat. We really appreciate you guys.
You guys have been
you guys have been so kind.
Chat. Yeah, you guys have been a really nice chat.
We love it. Somebody said, let's go. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. All right.
Do you have long extension cords for solar panels to battery to charge the battery inside with the panels outside? So yeah, our panels come with not extension cords, but they come with connection cords that plug into the device or into the portable power station, and the panels. The cords that come with the panels are about 10 feet long. So they're not like super long, and I guess you could walk like 10 feet away. But if you wanted to really like put it out in the sun, if you like I was talking about earlier, how if you're in the shade and you wanted to move the panels to somewhere that has a lot of sunlight and you'll be getting the most like solar conversion efficiency, you could actually get the 50-foot extension cable on our accessory. So again, like if you're looking for adapters to plug in multiple panels, or if you're just looking for an extension cord, all of that is going to be under the accessories portion of our Jackery.com, so you can make sure to check that out if you're looking for anything that would enhance your experience with the Jackery.
Absolutely. And I think, Kevin, we are getting here. We have about 5 minutes left, so we'll be drawing the winner and revealing the answer here very shortly. Why don't we give them one more roundup on the Jackery HomePower 3000, how we can charge it, basically how the DC and the AC work, and I think then that'll lead us up to our trivia.
Yeah, so
should we do that?
I guess we'll do one last wrap up, but
last wrap up.
Some things to keep in mind.
Sure.
Again, these big numbers, but 3,600 watts in output allows you to power a lot of devices, multiple devices at the same time, and even appliances that go all the way up to 2,000, 3,000 watts in output. So we were cooking earlier with Guga, and we were able to shout out to Guga.
Shout out to Guga. We love Guga.
Shout out to Guga. Been great. But we're able to power the entire kitchen scenario over there. So whether you're like cooking or making a smoothie at home, or even powering a coffee machine. I actually made coffee while burning a steak last time I was doing a live. But
Kevin, I love you.
Yeah. So with the 3,600 watts in output, you can do all of that, and with the 3,000 watt hours capacity, you can do all of that for a long period of time. So it is an incredibly versatile and useful machine to have on hand. And on top of that, I don't know if it looks big or small in the digital showroom, but it is portable, and it's the lightest and most compact 3 kilowatt hour station that we have on the market today. So it is an incredible unit and bang for your buck. So.
Yeah, definitely. We highly recommend the Jackery HomePower 3000. As I said before, it is pinned down below if you guys are interested. $1,999. Such a good deal, and you're getting several items that come obviously with the purchase of the Jackery HomePower 3000. You're getting the E100 Plus, and you are also getting several solar panels. And as you guys saw, Buck showed us all about the solar panels earlier. Kevin's been ranting and raving about them as well. So they're amazing to be able to have to your Jackery collection. All right. So I think I'm going to give like a 30-second warning on that trivia giveaway, guys. We are about to close it out.
Yeah, should I answer one more question? Let's find
yes,
out
exactly.
one last question.
So go ahead. We're going to be closing the trivia giveaway out, and then he's going to answer one more question.
There are a lot of good questions, so I'll answer two. I just bought the HomePower. Ooh, just congratulations on your new HomePower 3000. I just purchased the new HomePower 3000. How many panels can be hooked up? So we're talking about that earlier, and you can hook up to 6 200-watt panels. So you can basically have up to 1,200 watts in solar input, and depending on what variations of panels you want to get, 100-watt panel, 200-watt panel, 500-watt panels, you can mix and match with our DC adapters or solar panel adapters you can get on our accessories. So there's no exact answer on the number of panels, but you can get up to 1,200 watts in solar input. And then, what is the battery used in this Jackery? So the battery that's used, or the battery cell technology used in this Jackery is going to be called lithium iron phosphate, so LFP, LiFePO4. And for the battery fanatics out there, it is the newest cell technology on the market, but it is built to have a longer life cycle. You have a silly question?
No, but somebody gave us a really nice compliment.
Oh, we're an amazing duo together.
Clay said that we're great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kevin, I think that you've done a great job.
Yeah.
Doesn't Kevin love his job, guys? It's so obvious. Drop it down below in the chat for Kevin as well. I'm so happy to have him with me today, guys. It means so much to me. All right, so
kick it off?
I think let's do it. Let's close out that trivia, boys. Let's do it. Let's end it. All right. Oh, I am so excited.
Yeah.
The winner for this is really just like...
Can I drum roll yet?
I'll tell you when.
Okay.
Okay, so we have this question here. Again, it's going to close out. Massive heat wave. It's cut off the electricity for 3 days. Using the Jackery HomePower 3000, which of these survival tools can be powered to keep you safe and connected? We are going to have that answer right now. All right, the answer is... All right, drum roll. All right, D, all of the above. Congratulations on that answer. Now let's go ahead and let's reveal the winner. Oh, the heat wave came back. I am excited for the winner. This is gonna be so cool. This winner is gonna like jump up and down. All right, we're going to be revealing the winner here in just a moment. I know.
And the winner is?
Soon.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, okay, and we have, oh my gosh. And we have a winner. Congratulations. Oh, we're so excited for you all. Thank you so much for being here with us. Seriously, it means the absolute world that you are here with us today. Again, my name is Hannah Fletcher. I've got Kevin. It's been such an absolute honor to be able to speak with you all about the Jackery HomePower 3000. Again, hopefully that deal is still active. I could see if it's not after several hours of talking so much about this product. But if it is still active for you all, again, $1,999, you'll be getting the Jackery HomePower 3000 with the E100 Plus with the solar panels as well. So take advantage, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And we hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your evening.
Yeah.
So,
and I guess congratulations to all the winners.
Congratulations.
And thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And to all the winners, congratulations, and to the people who snagged an incredible deal, congratulations. And
yes.
If you guys weren't able to win, it's all right because we do have other early bird offers. So make sure to subscribe to Jackery's newsletter so that you guys are on top of all the newest updates and all the newest sales. And we do have some incredible events coming up. So if you guys were to subscribe to us, you guys could keep on top of all of that and be reminded for any future discounts or any sales that we do. So again, visit our Jackery.com or even Amazon.com/Jackery to check out the lowest early bird deals that you guys will be getting in a while. So again, thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Remember, guys,